Good evening, everyone. Hope we are all going well. Firstly, apologies we didn't do Watchalong last night. Didn't go until about after 8. Had to help their family out with stuff. I was hoping I'd be in time for a Watchalong, but unfortunately, that was not the case. So, unfortunately, had to, couldn't do the Watchalong last night. But, so... but we are back though, which is good. So hoping to watch a good footy game tonight. I'm just going through my SuperCoach. Actually, no, I will keep that and just get box win in SuperCoach. Do I have Lindsay? No, I've got to have Boxall Emergency just because he plays at the same time. So Boxall there. Cool in SuperCoach. Okay, cool. I think my SuperCoach is done. Yeah, I reckon that's good to go. Cool. What do we got? Let's have a look, see if we've got any questions tonight. I do have to do my Bolter team as well before this game starts, so we'll be just doing that quickly in between answering some questions. So hopefully you can get to them. Brisbane Bloods, Pryor and Draper to Fonte and Filippo. Pryor and Draper to Fonte and Filippo. Yep. Or Lindsay and Draper to Hayes and Warner. I'd probably do that second one, I reckon. I want to wait a week on Filippo. I'd probably do the second one. Oh, can you? I don't know if you could do Pryor. Can you do Pryor to Hayes instead of Draper? Can you do Pryor to Hayes and Draper to Warner? That would be what I would do personally. I'd keep Lindsay over Pryor. That's what I would do if you can do that. Vanessa Valentine, hey, which option do you prefer? TDK to Marshall and Daniel to Heaney, or Daniel to Philippine and TDK to Cherry, or bench Rook to 230k and TDK to Cherry? Thanks. Out of those, I probably prefer the last Daniel to Filippo and TDK to Cherry, but I don't love jumping into Filippo this week. So I prefer the last one. Do a bench rookie to Lewis Hayes and then do TDK to Cherry. That's what I would do, Vanessa. Okay, so quickly I'll just get my Bolter team sorted and then I can help you guys out with your questions. So what am I doing in Bolter here? Bolter, she's on the side. Robert, short bice trainer. Dacos, Dawson, Brayshaw, Rosie, Long, Cherry, Bailey, Smith, Rankin, McRae, Horn, Francis, Daniel, and Stone. Obviously looping tonight. Do I need any Carlton or St Kilda players in Bolter? Actually, I will grab Boxall, and I'll go Pryor to Boxall. Go Pryor to Boxall to get some cash. Cool, we'll lock that in. Confirm that one. And then I want to do another rookie to Lewis Hayes because I think Hayes will be in for a bit. Who am I doing to Hayes? I think Bustling will come back in at some point. Maybe I'll go Davidson. Have I got a forward to put? No, I need him actually there. Actually, no, I can go Davidson to Hayes by putting someone in my midfield spot on the bench. So put Boxall in the mids on the bench. And then go Davidson down, which should allow me to do some upgrades. So I'll go, hang on, where is it? So Davidson out for Hayes. 230k, cool. That gives me 600k. That's beautiful. So I can do a couple of upgrades. We're getting any St Kilda guys tonight? No. Carlton guys? No. So I'll probably leave that as is unless I do TDK to a ruck. Do I want to trade TDK out in Bolter? Maybe. I'll have a quick look here. Bells, would you go Zorko or Green? Says John Sanders. I'd go Tom Green out of those two. Brisbane Buds, Filippo warming up the forwards, I think, from the footage. Yep, that's what I'm just happy to wait a week. John Sanders. Also, who are you looking at bringing in for TDK leading into the buys? Marshall's probably the guy I'm looking at. Darcy Cameron's also a shout after Just keeps getting it done. Maybe English as well. Is Kennedy an option, says Angus Tremberth. Kennedy's been good. Yeah, I think he's an option. Probably not one I'm going to, but he's definitely an option. That's for sure. Also, Buzz, is Wangani Miller a good captain option tonight, says Ryan Morty. Not for me, not against Carlton. Tough matchup there. I'd be looking at other options. I did a captain video yesterday, if you want to check that out. My top 10, if you are keen to give that a watch. Angus says, JHF, Warner, Kennedy, or Marek. Are you double downgrading this week? I'm not double downgrading this week, it's Angus, no. If you had to bring, you're talking about bringing one of those guys in. I wouldn't bring Marek in. You've missed the boat, I think, with that. Warner's probably the best one for value. So I'd probably go him. That's where I'd probably lean to. Have I got any other St Kilda or Carlton players? So I've got McRae. Actually, I've got to change Sheasel to captain. Yep. Bales can't loop Boxer over Langford, no loop. If you can't do that, I'd play Langford, though, instead. I think we've seen more from Langford. I'm just nervous about Boxall being subbed out. I'm happy for him to be on the bench, and I'm bringing him in this week. But just a bit nervous. Miles, Conlon, just wondering on a good forward option around 600k. Cleary, Peatling can't afford Warner. I like Peatling if you can get him. Cleary probably too late, but I like Peatling if you can't afford Warner. Angus says, hey, Bars, bit of a weird one, but would you approve getting Hayes over Fonte? I would get Hayes over Fonte. Better, I think he's got good job security and you save 124k, so I'd go him. If it meant getting the upgrade I want next week from Rice, run Ashcroft. Yep, I'd do that as well. That's even more reason to do it, but I would do it anyway, personally. Sadly, I picked Dacos VC over Brayshaw, and the only other one in the top 10 I've got is Cherry. I'll back him in, but a bit scared up at Ninja. I think Cherry will be fine. I like Cherry. If you don't have like a Sheasel or any one of those guys in my top 10. Also, Lindsay or Boxall on field. I'd back in Lindsay. Hopefully he can loop, but I'd back Lindsay in. Oh, actually, crap. I've actually got to respond to a couple of Patreon messages. Give me a sec, guys. I just need to respond to a couple of messages on Patreon that I haven't responded to yet. So give me 2 seconds. After the game tonight. Okay, there's one. Let's have a look. Just see if there's any question for tonight. I'm just going through these Patreon questions just because they are the just sort of answered them before. Angus, I think I said that for Angus before. I'll go Lindsay on field. Had the option to go TDK and Sarong to Gawn and Chad Warner instead. Of course, I took Davidson and Pride, Nick Dacos and Hayes, seeing as how Dacos already failed. Gawn be 80 plus on TDK. Yeah, probably. Miles Collin, thanks, Miles. All good, mate. Happy to help. Nicky Joe Caruso. Filippo looks like he's put 5 kilos of muscle on. Good. Hopefully he plays well. I want to bring him in next week. I'd love to go like Carroll down to Hayes next week and then like a Lindsay or another rookie up to Filippo next week. That'd be my perfect trades if Filippo goes well. Taking a punt on McRae's captain, says Sam. Yep, don't mind it. Evening Bars in Supercoach. I've traded in Warner but can just afford Dawson. I think Dawson would be more reliable than Warner, but the kitty would be empty thoughts. In Supercoach, don't mind going Warner for the cheaper and as a forward. Maybe you do that this week. Wait 1 week on Dawson maybe. Caldwell or Walsh VC in draft. I would VC... Maybe go Walsh at the G tonight. That's what I'll probably do. Almost respond to all the guys. We're nearly done, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Any questions? Oh, yeah, so I've answered all the questions anyway. Alrighty. Righty, well, they're all getting in the middle, obviously, for Spud's game, which is really good to see. Actually, I didn't double check my team if I'd made all the right changes, but I'm pretty sure I had everything set. So we've got Nasai there in defence, TDK in the ruck, McRae in the midfield, Carroll obviously not playing, Boxall emergency in the midfield, but I'm probably not going to need. I won't have any way to get his score anyway, so he's just cover. Cool. Alrighty, we're pretty much set fantasy wise. Just got to send a voucher code for someone for a team review, and then we're all good to go. If you guys do want, one team review a week for free, and want to get in on the Patreon action, then head over to patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics to get bonus content, including a Patreon exclusive Q&A, and all that good stuff there. Okay, we do have a team review to do by 10:10 tonight, so we'll have to, when I finish this, I'll get on and do that once we do the team watch along. But if you guys, want to get involved and become Patreon, then head over to the link in the description below, and you can get involved. There we go. Alrighty. That is all set and we're ready to go. So if you guys have got any questions, anything you want to put in the chat, then feel free. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. And if you are tuning in live as well, make sure you do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We just passed 3,800, so we are less than 200 away from 4K. So that's our big goal before the end of the season. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you can help us reach that goal, that'd be fantastic. But 3801, which is great. Really getting a heap of support, which is obviously thanks to all you legends out there. So appreciate every single one of you. And nearly at our big goal. Just posting that there. Cool. Who do you have playing tonight, Bales? Who do I have playing tonight? That is a very good question. I think I just said it just a tick before, but I know I've got Nasaya, TDK, and McRae, I believe. Those three. Yeah, got those three. Got Boxall on the bench. So we got them playing tonight. I don't even think there's a way I could even get Boxall on the field, even if I want. Yeah, both trades are used. So, couldn't do that there, but still got him there regardless. I'm going Lawler and Pryor to Green and Hayes. Corey, I like those trades, mate. Tick from me. You're getting Tom Green and Lewis Hayes, and I like it. I wish I went Tom Green this week. He'll probably go 120 now. Obviously, Guesty's jumping on him. Probably more of a slap in the face if he does go 120 Tom Green, because that means I'll be sitting on about 50 points and getting rid of a red dot over Lawler. So I should have done the Tom Green play, but unfortunately can't do anything about it. I've got 8 playing tonight, cross draft and classic, says Angus. Plenty of players tonight. But yeah, no, that was a tough watch last night from Dacos. Ball Boys intro music playing at the game. I love when I hear the Ball Boys music playing around everywhere, which is great. They've got to get the Luke version of it though, where you hear Luke doing it. That's what's got to play. I'm really, really, really interested to see how this Marshall v TDK battle is going to go tonight. That's going to be obviously a big, big watch. I'm hoping TDK just does enough so I don't need to trade him just yet. But I guess we'll see. The fact that TDK's been named solo for the last few weeks is good. And I'm probably looking at trading him at round 12, but we'll see. So I had one of the worst weeks last week. No Gorn, Sheasel, Dawson, and Petrarca had a 5K loss. Yeah, sorry, Corey. Hopefully you can make some of that up this week. Angus Easy, why don't AFL teams just do kick-to-kick for 3 hours? It would improve fantasy scoring considerably, says Angus. Yeah. So these games start at 7:15, obviously with the chat before the game, which is always good. I wish that they just locked out the players now, give people 5 more minutes to look at their team, but yeah, it is what it is. Not sure what they're getting into Lewis Young for, but here we go. We're getting underway now. Friday night footy, back for a watch along, which is good. Hopefully a good one tonight would be nice. TDK gets the first hit out, but McRae free kick for holding. Sinclair there in the long sleeves gets a kick, so good for anyone that's got him in their team. I still do think it was really stiff that there's Binsey with a mark. I think it's very, very stiff that Carroll got dropped this week. I really thought that he was far from their worst, and he got dropped, which I thought was interesting, but there's Nasai up the field. I wonder if Nasai's playing more forward. Not sure exactly what the role is, but just have a look. Did Nasai line up at half back and just push right up the ground early, or did he actually line up at half forward? Because he was very high up the ground then, but I wasn't paying attention to see where he was lining up. Trying to, marked by Kerno. And TDK, punched away. That would have been pretty funny if TDK was lining up for the first goal. Trying to loop Lindsay and Trainer this week with Bo Allen and Max Holmes swing. He pushed up from half back, says Mitch. Okay, cool. Yep, I like that if you can loop those guys. He's going towards Nasai. So that's a good kick by Dougal Howard. Nasai +6. Good to see. Oh, it was Marshall that got the punch. Yeah, that's already playing into that storyline there. Would have been nice if Marshall didn't do that, but good for St Kilda though. So Nasai early +6, which is good to see. I'd love to see a game for Nasai where he has like 12, 13 marks and just really gets involved in heaps of the +6s, but still good to see a +6 early. Jack Steele's a watch as well tonight if he can put up another good score. There's McRae. Nothing for McRae there. Handball from Hewitt and Hollands as well. Nasai didn't take possession, unfortunately, there. Stocker out to Nasai. Handball for Nasai there. And Higgins. That could be almost 50 then. So a few players have got a few touches early, which is good to see. Hopefully a good watch along with some good scores. It'd be nice to not have much go wrong, but I guess we'll find out. Almost a mark to Marshall. So almost a mark to Marshall in the 50, almost a mark to TDK. So almost the Rucks getting involved early. Windhager already up to 17 there. Binsey up to 12. That's a hit out to Marshall. So Marshall gets the points for that one. Bloody chair's squeaky now. Got to maybe tighten the screws below, which is annoying. It's a good tackle by Steele. I traded in Nasai last week. Noticed he had no C-Res last week. Ross just going to change his role week to week, says Mitch. I think when St Kilda are in games and they're fine, he'll start half back. But I think when St Kilda need to change stuff in the mids, he'll go into the midfield. But I think it's a game-to-game thing. But I think it'll be... Chera's shoe just went flying in the air then when he kicked that. That was quite funny. I think Nasai will stay more in this half barrel. Nasai another +6. Not a great kick. He might get it back though. Give it back to Nasai. Yes, Nasai getting busy early. Great to see. Nasai, great kick. Oh, no, Guesty didn't mark it. Nasai again. Got a handball there. Don't know what the free was for. It wasn't against Nasai. Don't know who it was against, though. It was against Garcia, maybe? Do you have any rookies on field tonight? Says Wado. No, not for me. Not tonight. Really, McGovern? Just completely bypassed TDK then for a +6. That's disappointing. Actually, drink bottle's in the way. Got to move that out the way over here. Good luck for Kerno. Nasai, my VC this week, says Corey. Well, I hope he goes well for you, Corey. As you said, you had a tough week last week, so I hope that you can make that up with a good Nasai score, because I got Nasai, so I hope he scores well regardless. I do like him more at the G, more of an open ground for him to score at for Nasai. Silvani, intercepted by Nasai. Good start by Nasai here. He got the handball away, but still happy with the start by Nasai. There's Marshall with a short +6. Oh, really? Darcy Wilson just took it off McRae then. Don't really care about you, Darcy Wilson, in fantasy at the moment. Good by Nasai again. Lovely kick. Nasai getting very, very busy. There's Sinclair handball. And Owens is going to... Oh, no. Goal for goal for Higgins. A good start by St Kilda. They get the first... Is that the first goal? I think it is. Yep, first goal. Nasai on target for 200. He's already on 27. Good start for him. I actually think I've got him as a unique in my matchup against Harm in the Content Creators Cup. So that is very, very helpful if he can put up a big score tonight. Thank God I traded him in on 19 already. Traded in the side last week. Oh, yeah, so Mitch, you see he's on 19 red. But yeah, he's on 27, which is fantastic. So good start for him. Nakos, VC, and Sheezy, or Gorn or Sherry. I've gone into Sheezel. Wait, I got Sheezel at 3, Gorn at 4, and Cherry at 10 in my captains this week. So my breakdown, if you want to check it out, feel free. It's from yesterday. But yeah, I've gone Sheezel captain. So that's who I'm backing in. So if you got Sheezel, I would. Jordan Lane says, hey, mate. How you going, Jordan? Hope you're going well, mate. Oh, and Marshall hit out into TDK's back then. Give it to TDK. There's Marshall with a kick. It's got Wilson had McRae then for a short handball, but decided against it. It's a good kick. Max Hall lining up for goal. Did you trade in Dacos for his 67, says Angus? Yep. Unfortunately. Thanks for reminding me, mate. Yes, I did. That's the worst thing, right? It's the worst that I don't think there's the only thing that can be worse is trading into someone that get injured, is trading into someone that's expensive and then popping a really bad score. So 67 was, his lowest score on the actual fantasy season. I know he went lower in opening round, but yeah, 67 is just really painful, and he's going to drop cash now, which I should have, if I'd just waited on Dacos, I could have got him at a cheaper price, but yeah, unfortunate, but... Not having Dacos and Long this week is nice so far, says Corey. Thank you, mate, again, for reminding me I have both those players, so appreciate that. But I know you had a tough week, Corey, so at least that's good for you, mate. But, yeah, tough for me. So we can blame you, Bars, for Dacos' score. Yeah, feel free, you can. I know Jordy, obviously one of our other fanatics, brought him in this week as well. I know Vams, who's quite high up in the rankings, also brought him in, which sucks. At least I get Amon back this week after my holds, says Corey. Yes, that's exactly right. If you are watching live, make sure you smash a like on the video. Obviously, we have a streak of getting over 100 likes in every stream, so let's keep that going. We're on 13 at the moment, so obviously we just started. So if you can smash a like on the video, that would be fantastic to keep our streak of 100 plus. So if you guys can help us do that, that'd be very much appreciated. And see, how's Francis Evans back for Carlton? Like, seriously, like, are we really bringing Francis Evans in over some of these other players? Like, Francis Evans has failed at multiple clubs, and he's not AFL standing. He's been brought in this week. That's why I'm hoping that maybe keeping Carroll this week, he comes back in next week. That's the hope, but I guess we'll see. Mitch Cleary reported Nick Dacos' pec injury from last night. Wonder how major it is. He ran out the game, and he seemed fine at the end of the game, so I don't think it'd be overly concerning. Otherwise, he wouldn't have played that last quarter. And he injured his hip, if anything, so I think he'll be fine. But obviously, if he's out, then that would just be fantastic. Forced trade. But I think he'll be fine. Do you think Levi could be the sub on Sunday? Think you're training Carly Daniel anyway, so could pivot to Levi if he's the sub. Yeah, that's obviously a consideration. I can't pivot though, unfortunately. I don't think I've got enough cash to do the pivot. I think Levi will be, actually, I've got Finn O'Sullivan if I needed to pivot. But I think he'll be fine. I don't think he'll be the sub. They can't sub him after the game he played last week, right? So I think he'll be fine, but obviously if he's sub, then he's a must trade. I'd have to bench him then and trade him next week. I thought you sounded a bit flat. Cheer up, still plenty of games to go this week, says Karen. I will cheer up, it's fine. It's tough when you trade in someone at $1.1 million and they drop a 67 and you're stuck with that. So Boxall CBA as well, which is obviously good to see. That should be a free kick. No free kick from McRae. No. Angove says Harry. No, not for me. I'd watch him this week and see how he goes, but I wouldn't. Mackay kicked his first set shot goal, usually a good sign for him. Yes, agreed. Yep, that's normally a good sign. Garcia can't pick up the ball. Dacos has a 9-day break. He'll be fine, says Angus. Yeah, it's another good point. 9-day break's also handy. He'll be fine. I don't think it's anything to worry about. They would have said last night if it was something to worry about, but they didn't, so he'll be fine. So a bit quiet from the fantasy front last few minutes. Not many. I think Nasai's on the bench at the moment, but not many fantasy points from our players in the last couple of minutes. So we'll do a bit of a refresh. Nasai's on 25. I don't know why he got a handball taken away. Don't know why, but interesting. TDK off the ground, so he got a kick there at least, which is good for a couple of points there. That's a horrible kick by Darcy Wilson there, straight to Binsey. So Binsey will line up for goal here. Is Binsey too? Actually, what's Binz's price in fantasy? If anyone wants to look that up, I think he's too expensive. I think he's in the 400s, but if he scored well, I just wonder if he was a downgrade option or not. I think he's too expensive, but if anyone has got his price there, Daniel to Nasai next week. Yeah, potentially. Yep, Wado. Yep, potentially an option. He's cheap. Like Nasai's got a good matchup. Sorry, not cheap. He's got it against West Coast, which I like. Binns is $394K. Okay, there you go. So a little bit more on the expense side. Filippo's on as well. I see him more. He's forward at the moment. They're actually going towards Filippo at the moment. Oh, they're going to Higgins instead, actually. So it looks like Filippo's more forward. There's Boxall fumbled. That's a throw, surely. I thought that was he would have been picked up. I thought that Boxall should have got the free kick then and lining up in the goal square. Would you field Reid or Trainer this week, says David. I prefer Trainer's matchup this week against West Coast, whereas Reid's got Sydney. But if you want to play it safe, Reid's probably the safer play, but I prefer Trainer. If you can loop, if you've got a defender looper like a Buslinger, that's perfect. You can loop between the two. But yeah. Caminiti, that looks like that's a goal. Yep. It's a good start for the Saints. 3 of the first 4. Nasai back on as well. Can't wait to see Darcy. Injury for Jackson could be a pick depending on severity. Yeah, I think Darcy will be out for a little bit just because of the fact that it's just a recurring thing. So they're going to try and get him right. He might have to have surgery. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But Luke Jackson, just for people curious, is 861. Scored 92 last night. He's got Briggs, Vicentini, then Witts, then the bye. Then he's got Cherry, Essendon, St Kilda, Sydney. So it's not bad, but as a forward, obviously could be a pickup. I was hoping he'd be a bit cheaper than 861. He did have a break even of 107, so he dropped slightly. He'll be mid 800, so he could be a solid pickup as a bit of cover in the ruck. Was Darcy injured or tactically subbed? He was injured, so he was out with an injury. And Curnow not quite the mark there. And tackled by O'Connell. Yeah, so Jackson, definitely an option. Definitely an option to consider. It's like 160k from Levi up to him, and if Levi puts up bad score, you could look at trading. I'm probably looking at holding Levi Percy till his round, till his late buy, round 16, because there's not many round 16 buy players, but if he put up a really bad score and was going to leak cash, he'd have to be a trade. Actually, what I might have to do, I might put Levi in my mids this week. Just because if I've got because he plays the final game, the only guy I've got as cover is Finn O'Sullivan. So I'll swap Bailey Smith. There's Filippo, +6 coming up, looks like. So I'll swap Levi with Bailey Smith, I reckon. Which will put my players not in price order, which sucks, but is what it is. Just to be safe. I don't think he'll be the sub, but just on the off chance he is. Swap Baz with Rankin. There's a Nasai tackle. Good to see. Good to see him get some tackles. Always good to raise the floor. And then swap Oliver and Levi. Okay, the only guy that's not in price order is having McRae over it instead of Rankin, but that's fine. Just in case, because I got Finn O'Sullivan as a guy to pivot to. Do you still have TDK? So Jordan Lane. Yes, I do. Yep, still at TDK. Been quiet to start the game, which is disappointing, but unfortunately it is what it is. Stephen Neal, who are you VCing this week, Bales? Went Dacos VC, unfortunately on debut, which is awful. But then I'll be going Sheasel captain. So that's who I'm going captain. So Owen's free kick here. My VC's on Butters, captain on Neil if needed, says Karen. I like that in SuperCoach. So obviously two of the highest averaging players there. Boxall going for the mark. Couldn't quite. There's Haynes. Awful kick. Boxall not quite. Boxall's just, he's near points. He just hasn't scored many yet. But he had the lower break even. I had to, some bad teams I had to go for him this week. There's Binsey. And goal for Binsey. Can you see Colin playing next week, says Chris? Potentially, yeah, if he has another really good game in the VFL. I wouldn't be shocked if he had another game or two, but I think he could come in as early as next week. But hopefully he comes back in next week, because then he'll be the guy go to the week after. That's what I'll probably look at doing. Let's do another refresh here. We've got about 7 minutes to go, I think, in the quarter, I believe. Binsey's on 30, top scoring for the game. Max Hall's also going all right. Sorry to whoever asked in the pre-lockout chat to go Lindsay over Max Hall at the moment, because Max Hall started well. Could you get Fonte, says Harry Thompson? I think you can. I'd just prefer Lewis Hayes for 124k cheaper. I think his job security is pretty good, Lewis Hayes. Hey, Bars, need someone to understand my pain. Trade out Jordan Clark last night. I hate fantasy, says Casey. Yeah, sorry, mate. I also traded into Nick Dacos last night. So I feel your pain. Not a great week of trades for fantasy. Hopefully it's better moving forward. Free kick for Curnow. Is it Curnow, I think? It's got the free kick. So Carlton's starting to get more in the game. This could put Carlton back in front if Curnow can kick straight here. Make sure you keep smashing like on the video. If you're watching live, we've got 16 at the moment. So if you guys can smash like on the video, that would be fantastic. So yeah, make sure you guys smash a like if you can. That'd be very much appreciated. Obviously, 100 is the goal on every watch-along. Curnow goal and Carlton in front. Yeah, goal is 100 on every watch-along. So if you guys could smash it up to there, that'd be fantastic. So, yeah, neither Marshall or TDK are up high at the moment. It's actually, I want to see what their scores are at the moment because they're not on the top page. Marshall on 14, sorry, with a hit out. Garcia 11 there. Sinclair's on 10. Steele's on 8. DeConning's on 7. It's disappointing. Should come back on now. Boxall's on 7. Did he get a kick? I don't remember him getting a kick. Filippo's on 6. McRae's on 5. Chera's on 5. Okay, there's a lot of quiet scores at the moment. Really, it's really besides... Walsh's on 15 now, so he's moved up. So really besides Nasire, it's actually been a pretty quiet start for fantasy. If you got Max Hall as well, maybe he's on field or loop. Besides those two, though, it's been a pretty quiet start. There's a tackle for Steele against Cripps. Probably could have been holding the ball there. So either Boxall's forward or Boxall's on the bench already, which that would be pretty bad considering that he's only just came on a few minutes ago. Is Boxall on the bench? Let me have a look. Is Boxall on the bench again? Yeah, Boxall's on the bench again. That's his second bench stint. He started on the bench and then he's already on the bench again. I know that his game time isn't great, but come on, like, this is ridiculous if you're benching a guy twice in the space of 15 minutes. Like, you might as well just not play him if that's the case. Which could be really annoying if I've traded into someone that's going to... I knew he was going to have low game time, right? But I thought, no sub, get Hayes next week. That's annoying. Do you think Bont's a good trade-in or have some cash and go for Heaney? The safer play is going for Heaney. Well, sorry, the smarter play, is going for Heaney because I went Dacos last night and it didn't pay off, right? So I wouldn't pay it for anyone at the moment. Sheasel's probably the highest I'd go to. Maybe Dunkley. I don't think I'd go Bont. I like him this week and he's a good pod to have, but yeah, just... I don't know, just paying up for guys doesn't work. So I would go for the cheaper Heaney and have cash for next week, personally, Jordan. Great matchup this game. Hopefully it stays close all game, says Wado. I hope so. Be nice. And there's Cripps lining up for goal. Come on, get Box back on. It's bullshit how he's on the bench twice already. I went Sanders to Petrarca, Davidson to Huswaite, says Weary. Yep, I like those two. Thanks for doing the watch-along, broski, says Daniel Joyce. All good, mate. Happy to do one. Angus, are you doing another watch-along this week? Says Angus. Not tomorrow night. I'll be watching the showdown. So, not tomorrow night, but this will be the one for the week. But I try and do as many as I can. It just, unfortunately, some life gets in the way. So, Waito's got the Boxall and the Rockets. Stality, I went Cornerstone, Liberatore to Boxall and Will Ashcroft. Hit the post for Cripps. Have every single bench player playing except Bustlinger. That's a really, really good position to be in Stality because not everyone's got that. Nasai kick in and he plays on. Thank you very much. Depends on buy structure. Bont has round 12 buy, which is pretty bad for most teams. Yeah, great. That's another good flag as well. Trying to go to Sinclair, didn't work. I've all playing except Bustlinger and Boyd, says Angus. Yeah, I wish I was in that scenario. So I've got Carroll and Bustlinger both not playing. I've got Boxall playing, Hasty not playing, Boyd not playing, Cleary playing, Cornerstone not playing, and Finn O'Sullivan playing. So I don't have many, which is disappointing. So TDK handball, took it out of the ruck. Yeah, this is awful for... Why is my Mayo opening? No, go away. I don't want my Mayo opening now. Hang on, guys. My computer's been stupid for a sec. What's Boxall's game time? Boxall's at 58% game time. And if he stays on the bench for the rest of the court, it's going to be even worse. Get him back on. I really hope this isn't going to be what he's going to be doing moving forward. I know he's had low game time last week, so the sign was there, but I didn't. This is even worse than last week. Haynes on the line. Is Chera being tagged, says JR. I don't think so, but I haven't really looked too closely, to be honest. I'm just trying to see if I can see Chera. Is anyone next to him? Where's Chera? Chera's there and he's got Garcia on him. I don't think it's a tag, but not a mark for TDK. Sinclair inside to Garcia. Garcia, they're switching it. Nasai making his way to the other side. Nasai short. Nasai short. Go short to Nasai. Why are you going to O'Connell for? Yeah, I think Boxall's going to be on the bench for the rest of the quarter, you know. This is awful. There's Chera. Right at the tackle. Oh. I knew Boxall was like a nervous weight, but I thought I'd take the cash gen. But if he's going to be on the bench for 60% of the game, firstly, what's the point of playing him? And second of all, the cash gen's just going to be ruined. So, in other words, my trades this week are looking like they're going to be probably the worst I've made all year. I literally had trades last night going Carroll to Hayes, and then Daniel to Tom Green, and that might have been the play. That's a goal for Sharman, I think. Yep. Come on, bring Watchalong. At least if he's got the last 4 minutes of the quarter, that's better than nothing. But his game time's awful. Why has Adam Trelawn not been selected? I think it's more just a rest, Andrew. But, yeah, I think he had a bit of a niggle, I think. Corey, I hope Trainer gets a rising star this week. Should have got it last week over Garcia. Yeah, I thought Trainer played pretty well last week. Would you field Wicks or Trainer? I'm leaning towards Wicks with West Coast, not typically giving up points to defenders. Hopefully you can loop. That would be ideal. I still think I'd back Trainer. I'd go Trainer out of the two, but who went out for Nakos and Box? I traded out Daniel and Lawler, which I traded out two guys playing, which is disappointing. Is Boxall back on? Yes, Boxall's back on at least now, so can't loop. I'd play Trainer, personally, Brisbane Bloods. But that's just what I would do. But doesn't look like I'm having a very good week, so maybe you go for Wicks. I'd go for Trainer, but that's just my opinion. Boxall can get to like 15, 16 points for the quarter. That would be a tick, at least with the low game time. There's TDK going out the ruck. Got the handball away to Binsey again. Binsey. It's touched, I reckon. No, Roden's called it a goal. Okay, fair enough. I thought he touched it. If that's a goal for Binsey, he's a great start for Binsey, but I thought it was touch personally. Looked like Wilkie got a hand to it, but I guess we'll find out shortly. 3.5 minutes to go. So Binsey's the highest scoring player of the game. He's dominating. 39 at the moment. Yeah, not many of our fantasy players are going too well at the moment. So what on the top page there, you got Steele, Walsh on 20, Hall 24, Nasai 32. Any Kerno owners out there who's on 36. I'm looking at, I've got Nasai, Hugh Garcia, Hewitt, and Jack McRae in this game, says Andrew. Corey, I'm losing between Trainer and Lindsay this week as I'm not confident on Max Holmes. Yeah, it's a touch for Wilkie. He's touched that. His fingers are bending backwards, so that'll be reversed. So hopefully Nasai kick in. But yeah, that'll be reversed. Was Dave Roden a good player? He was before my time. Yeah, Roden was all right, yeah. So Nasai kick in. What we love to see. That this will bring him up to 35 points as long as he plays on, which he normally does. If you go to Boxall, that'll be good. So Nasai playing on short kick. He might get it back here as well, actually. Yeah, he will. Yep. Nasai, is he going to get a kick away? Yep. On the non-preferred. Not the worst kick, but out of bounds. Up to 38, Nasiah. Good start. Yep, 3 minutes to go. It's pretty obvious. The 3 sign is up for someone there. Come on, Boxall. Let's go, Boxall. Let's get a few tackles, get some touches. He's on crip at the moment. I think Boxall just got a handball away, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out if he did. That'll be a tackle for Jack Steele. As I said, keep an eye on Steele. Why did I pick Nasiah over... Why did I pick Wang over... Moonboy, don't you mean why did you pick Sinclair over Nasiah? Because Nasiah's going well. Oh, Brad Hill can't pick it up. There's TDK. Oh, look at TDK spinning out. Got a kick away. Not the most effective kick. Cripper. There's Steele handball. Sinclair handball. There's Boxall with a kick. And Wiedering mark over Jack McRae there. Why did I trade Dacos in this week? Says me, boy. Yeah, I picked a Sinclair. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. So why did you pick Sinclair over Nasiah? Yeah, I know. I'm glad I went Nasiah. I really wanted Sinclair the week that I got Nasiah, but I'm glad I went him. But yeah, Moonbike went Dacos this week as well, so I feel your pain. Just thought I needed to get Dacos in, but unfortunately, he dropped his worst score in the fantasy season. Obviously, because opening round he was worse, but yeah, disappointing. But at least we got Dacos. I guess that's what I'm trying to say to myself. I got Dacos now. I don't have to get him in now. There's a kick for Sinclair. Good mark for Owens. There's Boxall. Look, Boxall short. Boxall short. And you kick straight to Carlton. What a stupid kick. Why do these players continue to, not only do the wrong move for us in fantasy, but they also turn it over? There's Stocker, and he had Boxall he was going to give the handball to, so... Oh, that's annoying. He literally had Boxall short then, and it would have been a +6 for Boxall, which would have been massive. Boxall's there. Give the handball to Boxall. Give the handball to Boxall. Steele. Why are you kicking when you're going to get smothered, you idiot? Nasiah. Oh, good intercept mark. Nasiah's keeping us up and about, which is good. Oh, Sharman, easy drop mark. Don't know why my dogs have to be right outside the door. It's all I can hear at the moment. So once quarter time's here, I'm just going to have to move something in front of the hallway so they don't keep walking there. Free kick for Sard. Boxall on field tonight. Would have liked to have looped, but didn't have any red dots in the midfield. Yeah, on the summer, I didn't have any red dots, so I've got Lindsay on field at the moment. At least if Lindsay, he was a sub or something, I don't expect him to be because he's on the ground, but I can loop to go to Lawler, keep, and then Lindsay out instead. There's O'Connell, handball to McRae. Smothered kick. I love Nasiah, says Angus. Yes, mate, I do as well. Bales, was there supposed to be a Watchalong last night? Yes, Moonboy, there was. Unfortunately, I didn't get home until just after 8 o'clock, and the game started at 7:40, so I was like half an hour late. So unfortunately, didn't get home in time, which was unfortunate because I wanted to do a Watchalong tonight to watch Dacos' first game for me, but I'm glad I didn't have to put myself through the pain. But yeah, just had to help the family out last night. So yeah, but we're back tonight, which is good. As I say, I try and get at least one Watchalong in a week. That will be a free kick for St Kilda, I'd imagine. Probably a bit harsh. You can't have the side of the boot, but we know that they pay those free kicks. Is this towards Boxall? Boxall! Oh, he dropped it. Oh. That would have been massive. Looks like Cooper Lord's being subbed on. Who's being subbed out? Is that McGovern being subbed out? I think McGovern's being subbed out because he was struggling with something. So that's quarter time. I'm the same Moonboy with Boxall. Moonboy, yeah, would have been another rage watch with Dacos last night. Lucky the Watchalong didn't go ahead. Yep, Moonboy, agree with that. So quarter time, I think McGovern's being subbed out. So I wonder what the injury is. But here, let's go through the scores. So Nasiah's on 44. Very, very good start for Nasiah. Got him there. He's got 4 marks already, which is nice. Binns 38, Kerno 36, got him in a draft league, which is nice. Jack Steele's on 28 with 4 tackles. Max Hall 27. Cripps 27. Holland's 22. Walsh 20. Sinclair 20. De Koning's on 20. Considering that he was pretty quiet, that's not too bad. He's just no marks, no tackles. Oh, he's on 19. They took a hit out of the way, which is stupid. But anyway, he's on 19. Chera 19. Marshall 18. McRae's on 16. Hill 16. Garcia 16. O'Connell's on 12. Boxall's on 10. Considering low game time, so would love to be more, but is what it is. Will White's on 9. Philippo's on 6. So, yeah, obviously Philippo's the guy I'm looking at next week, but maybe if he puts up a bad score, I'm not going to get him in. Maybe I'll wait for another week. Yeah, so that's how we're looking at quarter time at the moment. McGovern injury. Do we know what the injury is for McGovern? Surely TDK is on more than 20. Was on 19, then I swear I saw him get multiple hitouts. I guess we'll see. Why is it delayed by about a minute? Says Wado. I don't know what the Watchalong's delayed by a minute. I'm just going on it live on the TV. So trusting my gut, and I start a Boxall. Hopefully he goes crazy, says your boy Zenith. I hope he does, mate. I brought him in this week. Box had a tackle taken away for his Brisbane Bloods. That's annoying. He's not on 6 though, is he? Is he still on 10? Still on 10, so he could have been on 14, which that's annoying. At least he's playing just midfield when he's on the ground, right? So Jack Steele's on 28. Was he on 28 before? Or was he on 24? I don't know. I think he was on 28 still. Riley Sanders up to Horn Francis and Zach Reid to Matt Roberts is an option for my next week's trades. I swear Boxall's on 14. Sestality. Yeah, must have had a tackle taken away. Watchalong not delayed for me, says Angus. Is poo. At the moment, he is at the moment, but hopefully he can get better. Give me a sec, guys. Just got to put something in the hallway so dogs don't keep coming through. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be back in a sec. All right, we're back. Sweet. We're on 25 likes already. So we're a quarter of the way there, which is good. So we're on track. So let's keep smashing up the likes. Let's get to 100 before the end. The Watchalong keep the streak alive for 100 plus likes. Watchalong's delayed by about a minute. Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure it's live on my TV. So I can match up the clock, Wado, in the second quarter and get you matched up, but it's live for me and I've got the stream part on my phone. Always keep an eye on it, and it's live on my phone. So I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Maybe you're just ahead on the game. I see the play on TV about a minute before Buzz does. Might be because I'm in Tassie. Potentially. Let's have a look and see if any late adjustments for any points. Doesn't look like it. Let's go down. Any adjustments? Doesn't look like it. No, nothing at the moment. Obviously not a good start in terms of fantasy. If you got Naside's good start, but outside Naside, it's been pretty quiet for scoring. I just want to actually see, has Harmy got, who have we got tonight? I'm actually keen to see. So Cooper Lord's going to be subbed in. I wonder if McGovern, what he's done. Anyone know what McGovern's done? Because I'm keen to know, because I've got Carroll, and I wouldn't mind if Carroll was in for me. Okay, so Harmy doesn't have TDK and he doesn't have Nasaya, but he's got Chera. Don't think he's got Boxall either, unless he's gone down to Boxall, which I assume I think he went Sanders down to Boxall, and he's gone McKercher up to like a Sheasel or something. I would imagine that's probably what he's done. But he's going Gorn captain tomorrow. So at least I got Nasai, so hopefully Nasai can go massive for me. That'd be very helpful. Is TDK doing good? Haven't been watching, says exceptions. Yeah, he's been okay. Yep. Exceptions as well. I saw you message me on Patreon. I don't know if you messaged back, but I'll have a look at your team tonight, mate, and give you my thoughts. Yeah, apologies. Sometimes, so yours has been coming through on Ask Me on Q. It's just I just have I've unfortunately not got to them in time before they expire. So if they expire, I've then just got a message instead of the audio response. But except if you want a audio response instead of a written response, then let me know, and I can just give you another voucher code if you like. Oh, Nasai dropped a mark. You got the handball, though. He's going to get it back here. So might have only lost 1 point. Yeah, so he only loses 1 point there. Got the mark, the handball and the kick. Good mark by Hewitt there. No, it's all good, man. I understand. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I might even because there's, funny enough, there's been more Patreon members actually signing up as well throughout the season. I wonder if I'll be able to do it next year, how Patreon members get a team review. So I guess while people can use it, here's TDK for a mark. Good. Need more of this. I'm just seeing with the Patreon next year, if I'll need to limit it maybe. Maybe it's like I'll only be able to do a couple a week or whatever. Might just be a bit tricky just because there's already a lot, and I'm hopeful the Patreon keeps growing. So, and that'll be a kick in for Nasai, but he's got a bit of a hobble up at the moment. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I think he's copped a corky, but that's great. Hopefully he's staying out there and he's calling for the ball, but great. I hope he's okay. The one thing going for me in this game, that's an awful kick. Silvani selling the candy there. And Mark for Kerno. So Nasai's staying out there. I think it's just a corky, but I guess we'll find out at some point. Yeah, I think he copped someone need him, it looked like in the hip maybe. Of course, my dogs are deciding to be stupid at the moment. Whichever one's easier for you, I don't mind a message, the exceptions. Cool, mate, cool. I'll have a look. I'm on Foxtel, says Wado. Yeah, that would be why, being on Foxtel. Wang hobbling off, says Wado. Fuck's sake. Seriously, like this season can just get in the bin. It seriously can. The one good thing I've got going for me, and then Nasai's injured. Why is it every watch along? Every single watch along we do, something shit happens. And it would just be lovely to sit here for a 3-hour game and just watch a good game of footy and not have any issues. Fucking hell. Seriously, my God. How is it on a field of 44 players plus 2 subs, I have to own the one player like every game that gets injured? Or the one player that scores incredibly shit? My God. Brisbane Blood saying straight to the back row. I think he's in the back row just because they're putting some stuff on. Collard was sitting directly next to him and wasn't getting up, warming up or anything. So I'm just... The curse of the Watchalong, says Daniel Joyce. Oh, mate. Who are your rucks, says Angie. I've got Cherry and De Koning. This is just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I just I just can't enjoy anything about this year. I really can't. Sam Coss says McRae getting tagged. Don't believe so. I don't think so. Nick, good day, Nick. The excuse of an injury to Marshall and carrying that doesn't hold up. What has happened in this year? Just no preseason, Nick. He had the pelvis injury for a good 8 weeks, right in that block where players are getting their fitness up. So just the lack of preseasons meaning he's not playing as well as he could. But yeah, hopefully Nasai gets some magic spray and comes back on. Oh, I don't know. I really don't like. He was scoring so well. Oh my God. And he's still fairly unique as well. Like he's not highly owned like some of the big defenders, but he's like 40%, I think. I still can't believe I called Freya Premiers as Corey. Yeah. The Okie says just joined Wappin aside. He went up in a contest, came down, and must have landed awkwardly. I was saying I thought it was a corky, but looks like a foot injury. I don't know what's happening. 19% says Golden Guys. Yeah, I know. I want to know what his ownership is in like the top 1,000, top 10K, like that sort of stuff. I think it's like 40, 50%. I think it's a rolled ankle, says Angus. I don't know. I really don't know. And it was because he was just about to take kick in as well. Well, Boxall's back on. I didn't even realise that. So Marshall intercept mark. There's Burns. They got Boxall. There's going to Boxall. Mark for Boxall. Good. And he got the handball away. So good from Boxall to O'Connell. To Hall. To Hill. And intercepted by Wiedering. Did you bring him in, Bale, says Nick? No, I didn't bring in Nasaya. Or Marshall. Yeah, no, I didn't bring in either this week. Went for Dacos, Nick. So, yep, that went a treat. Nasaya's foot was stepped on, says Andrew. Okay, surely if it's stepped on, he'll be okay, but I don't know. You at least don't have two of your players nullifying each other, Hewitt and McRae. So, Hewitt is tagging McRae then. Yeah, well, that sucks. Don't really think McRae's the top player. There's Boxall again, handball. He's going to handball. Oh, and bloody Max Hall got in his way. He did get the second handball away, though. There's De Koning. So at least De Koning and Boxall scoring some points at the moment. That was pretty funny, though, actually. Boxall handballing to himself. Burns out towards Caminiti. Caminiti to Sharman. He's got Boxall's in the 50 if he goes towards him. Boxall's on Haynes at the moment. Not a good kick. Straight to Haynes. Nasai lining up to come back on, says Corey. Well, there you go. There's something. Hopefully he's okay. Obviously, the thing is that he's obviously a run and gun player. Like, how much does this limit him now for the rest of the game? That's my question. There's Boxall. That was well done by Boxall. I know he didn't get a disposal there, but the coaches will like that. Straight to Haynes again. Filippo definitely playing forward. There's De Koning for a switch. Love to see it. Mark and handball. I know he gave off to Chera, so some people will be very happy with that play. Gorn or Sheasel for captain this week after Dagos asked down to VC, says Nick. So, Nick, I had Sheasel at 3, Gorn at 4. So, I'm going Sheasel. That's who I'm backing. Sheasel in the halfback role as well. Hopefully, Nasai comes back. And obviously, the thing with Nasai is how's it going to affect him rest of the game? Is he going to get subbed out? I know he's come back on, but I'm not always happy when they come back on. Like, it's better than staying off, but I don't want to get excited just yet. There's a De Koning hit out. Boxall, nothing for Boxall there. Garcia tackling Lord while he's on the ground. That's pretty funny. Hollands, kick inside 50. Out of bounds, Nick says thanks. All good, Nick. Appreciate you tuning in, mate. Hope you're going well. All right, to 32 likes. Let's try and get to 50 by half time. So still got 12 minutes of the quarter. So make sure you guys keep smashing a like on the video. There's a tackle for Boxall. Love to see it. I think he's a very good player, Boxall. He gives St Kilda something. Bigger bodied mid. I like him. I hope he gets a good run at it for St Kilda because he's definitely shown a bit in his 2 games. Obviously, his game time is always going to be lower. But if he can get some solid scores, that'd be good. Sinclair kick in. So the side's definitely coming on. He looks okay. I'm hoping it was just more of like he was just hurt on impact and then he's good from now. But obviously we'll see. There's Binzi, the handball. Binzi playing well. Still don't know why France Evans is playing for Carlton. I really don't. Over bloody Matt Carroll. It's an absolute, I just don't understand that selection call. Like, Francis Evans is just, he's not the guy. And there's Will White for a goal. Keep going, box, let's go. McRae doing nothing, Sestality. T-Rod on, Trod on, says Alex. So, yeah, Trod on. I was trying to think of the word before, yeah. Stepped on, Trod on, yep. All Nasai needs is a little jab at halftime, says Angus. I hope. Hopefully, it'll be good to see when I'm assuming he'll come back on now if he's up ready to go. So we'll get a look soon and see what he's like. I'm hoping it's okay and just he'll be fine moving forward. But he was scoring really well. Like, he was top scoring player for the quarter. I think he's probably not the top scoring player. He's still the top scoring player for the game. So they're coming up to 39 as well, which is good. Obviously, I've got him as unique against Harming, and I've got Nasai, so I need both those guys to keep going. He's got Chera, though, as well, so Chera's had a good quarter. That's a throw. Free kick for Owens. Was annoying because Box was probably going to get... I don't know if he would have got a touch there, but... Owens ignoring Box then, not going anywhere near him. Silvani mark. Hopefully Carroll comes back in next week. That'd be handy. Get a green dot. Yeah, Filippo playing deep forward. So this is, definitely not looking at bringing him in at the moment. Definitely want to see him in the midfield before bringing him in. There's a tackle for Filippo, though. And a handball coming up. This is obviously a management thing. He'll go back in the mids. He was training in the midfield in the pre-season, so I think he'll be back in the mids. Here's Filippo, though. Got a kick away just. Filippo only on 6 as Brisbane Bloods. Yeah, we'll be on a little bit more because of a few touches then, but JR, will Bins be a downgrade option next week? Under 500, says JR. Potentially, if he puts, depending on what his score is. George Short doing well for me, says Andrew. Brisbane Bud says Phillippi up to 16 now. Yep, so obviously still not great, but keep an eye. Boxall nearly a mark then. Windy to Max Hall. Max Hall in board to Phillippo, and Phillippo's marked it. So after a pretty quiet start, Phillippo's starting to get going. Feel bad for people who went straight into Phillippo, says Angus. Oh, maybe not as much now. He's had a pretty good couple of minutes. I was playing around with a way to bring in Phillippo. I'm glad I waited, says Nick. Well, obviously, line up for goal. He might go okay. I expect him to play forward for a week or two, then go back into the midfield. But we'll see him mid in the second half, is my guess, says Jay Sutts. Potentially, yep. Yeah, potentially first half forward. See how he pulls up after the first half, then maybe go into the mids. And that's a goal for Phillippo. So all of a sudden, he's on 28. So he was on 6 like a couple of minutes ago. Now he's on 28. So good to see for Phillippo scoring points. Maybe I will be bringing him in next week. Who knows? What are you up to? 37 likes now. So we've got 50 watching now. So if every single person liked it, we'd get halfway to our goal. So if you can smash a like, get us to 50 likes before half time. Obviously, our goal, every watch song is 100. So if you can get us there, that'd be fantastic. Nick, hopefully, with Ross spraying Garcia recently, he should go into the guts, says Nick. Yeah, Garcia's been good last couple of weeks. Be interesting to see if Phillippo goes into the guts at all this game or if he stays forward. Sadly, Max Hall's been cooking. Will he make much more cash or pretty much reaches them? He'll make a little bit more cash. Not sure how much more, though. But so there's Boxall. Handball for Boxall. There's Nasiah. Oh, that's better. This is good. Took a bounce and a kick. Yeah, well done. Give it back to him. Give it to Nasiah. Okay, good. I thought he injured himself because he went down, but he was ducking below the kick. So that was good to see Nasiah get that run and get the kick. So that was a good sign. So maybe it was just like you stub your toe, like you got trod on, and then it was just a bit sore, a couple of minutes, and he'd be okay, hopefully. Now my dogs are barking for some unknown reason. Free kick for St Kilda for Dougal Howard. He's got runs, says Nick. Yes, very, very good to see. So back on the field. Ashcroft to Pooh next week if he kicks this up, says Steve-O, potentially. Is that McRae? McRae plus 6 to Max Hall. Max Hall having a good game. A few people might have him on the bench looping, which will be handy. Dogs want to be on stream, says Angus. Yes, I know. Yep. I don't know what they're barking at, but I'm sure everyone can hear them. That won't be a free kick, Higgins, I don't think. He ducked. Oh, really? Are we really paying that? Higgins ducked, and he got the free kick for it. I just hate when they pay those free kicks. Like, he went to... That's not a free. He went down as he got tackled. I'm sick of them being paid. I'm thinking of adding Phillippo next week, says Andrew. Yep, definitely a target to look at. Glad to see downgrade targets now and go possibly Wing, Simpson last night, Hayes, Bo Allen, and Smiley Lombard to come next week. Yeah, it's good. We needed some of these rookie J Suts to keep coming through so we can keep that, I guess, the upgrades and everything going. And Lewis Hayes, obviously, this week's a big one that people are going into. I'm watching him. If he goes well, I'll bring him in next week. You've got, as you say, Angove. You said Smiley and Lombard coming in soon. Simpson as well from last night. There's a few options, which is good. So, yeah, good to see a few of these downgrades. Is Boxall still on? Yeah, Boxall's still on. Good to see. There's a good mark by Akers then. Akers going for Kerno. Not quite. That's a free kick for Dougal Howard. No, not paid. Okay, interesting. Interesting they didn't pay that. They normally do. Cooper Simpson, 59. Yep, he was good last night. Good score. Is that a free kick for St Kilda? Oh, they did give the free... I don't know what they gave the free kick for, if it was for... Was it that for holding the ball? Oh, almost a mark for Owens. McRae handball. Is near Boxall, but not quite. Haynes, good mark. Looks like Akers has got shoulder injury. He's staying on. Or is he coming off? He pushed the doctors away and then he's coming off anyway. That's an interesting decision. Dales, did you also go early on Caleb Daniel to get Dacos? Yeah, I went Daniel to Dacos. I had a couple of mid forwards in my midfield, so I was happy to trade. But yeah, obviously would have preferred not to get Dacos this week. If I'd gone Tom Green, it'd feel a lot better. But knowing that Caleb Daniel was very likely to score more, well, there you go, Akers down to the rooms. Knowing that Caleb Daniel is very likely to score more than Nick Dacos is just, yeah, it's certainly didn't expect it potentially to be like this, but can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. I made a bit of a gutsy call to trade Caleb Daniel maybe earlier than most, and he still might be a trade, right? Caleb Daniel might be traded by people, but it's, trading to Nick Dacos is, not what I wanted. TDK in the middle of a couple. There's Lewis Young. Goal for Lewis Young. So Carlton stretched the lead out a little bit. Good to see some rookies on my bench playing for me. Got Gross, Ted Close, and O'Connell playing. Yep, good to see. Hopefully a few of them aren't the sub, but I know a couple are on the bench. Hope they leave the box out there. He isn't subbed out, says Moonboy. Lions won't like the cold in Tassie this weekend. Kangas love it, says Wado. Angus, I love when my players go kick to kick to kick, says Angus. Don't like the cold either. Wood heater shall be going. How's Sam Walsh doing, says Steve-O? He was going okay in the first quarter. Don't think I've seen much of him in this quarter. Don't know if these scores updated. I don't know if they've updated or not. Surely there's bigger scores at 52. I'll refresh the page properly. I don't think the top. Surely we've got more than just Nasir over 50. So Boxall bench. Yep, there you go. 6 minutes to go. And what's the bet? He'll be on there for the rest of the quarter. Boxall on 23. Be nice if he comes back on with a couple minutes to go, but knowing St Kilda, he'll be on the bench. So no, Nasai's the only person over 50. That's really surprising. There's a McRae handball. McRae got the free kick, though, for too high. Cowan going down to the rooms now as well. Far out. Injuries everywhere for Carlton at the moment. Mark for Owen. Daniel must trade at round 12. I guess I was round 12 heavy, says Moonboy. That's another reason I traded. I was not heavy, but I had a few too many premiums on round 12s and too many mid-forwards. I was happy to trade. Nick, Caleb Daniel has to go. Sheasel is a go-to man off half-back now. Yep, Nick agreed, 100%. TDK just got a knee in the back, says Brisbane Bloods. Is that now? Or he looks okay. He's there. TDK's there, so Filippo probably a tackle. Only difference in my fantasy match at this game is Akers for him, says Stality, and Chera for me. Or are you saying Chera? They're in the wars at the moment, says Angus. Yep, agreed. There's Marshall. Took it out of the ruck and missed. Yeah, it's very annoying that bloody Boxall needs to keep coming off onto the bench. But yeah, look, Cowan obviously down the rooms. Akers went down the rooms. And obviously McGovern got subbed out. So that's something to watch. Obviously with a few players that got dropped this week. Hoping that means Carroll comes back in. If a few are out. So I don't think Carroll should have got... And I'm not wishing injuries at all, right? I'm just saying that Carroll should never have been dropped in the first place. Thought he was very stiff to get dropped. The fact that they lost and he's the fall guy for it. Hit out for TDK. TDK kick. Good, it won't go out either, so points for him. Good tackle by Stocker there. Get Boxall back on. This will be a really good time for Boxall to come on. So Jack Steele, free kick. Wouldn't mind a goal. Here's Filippo again. Got the kick away. And that'll be a tackle for Filippo. So Filippo's bloody going massive at the moment. Plenty of points. Oh, it's high free kick for Hewitt. Brisbane Buds, I wouldn't be trading into the poo with this role, says, yep. Yeah, great. If he goes big, though, you might have to think about it. And I think he will eventually play midfield. But, yeah, whether you trade into him this week or whatever, or you wait, because I'd rather wait to see the role. I want to see that is a good role. There's Stocker. Jack Steele looks like another tackle. Come on, bring the box back on. It's bloody bullshit. How I know he had the low game time last week, and we knew that would probably continue, but just hate this bloody twice in a quarter. Like, why does an AFL player need to go off twice in a quarter? There's 22 players out there. Surely there's other players that need a break instead of subbing out these guys. Oh, sorry, interchanging these guys so many times. There's handball for Nasiah. Brad Hill back to Nasiah. Nasiah kick. That's a cracking kick. That is such a good kick. What's Filippo's break even? 71. 71 this week. Now Nick Haynes is injured. It looks like he's coming off onto the bench. Far out. Bloody their defence is going down like flies at the moment. That's the Jack Steele. And Jack Steele, Filippo. So Filippo again. Big quarter for Filippo. Boxall looks like he's up. Oh, no, that's Wilson. I don't know if Boxall was staying there as well. I would assume he probably is. Saints play Eagles next week. Could still trade in poo with this role. Yeah, potentially Mitch, yep. When is Bice gone, says Steve-O. Could go as early as next week, to be fair. Hopefully goes all right against Essendon. It's a good matchup. We'll just have to see. Yeah, Filippo's up to... Okay, that was a miss. So he's up to 44 with that miss. So he's scoring well, right? Like, even in the role, he's going all right. And with a game under his belt, maybe he goes back more in the mids next week. But yeah, hopefully Bice isn't gone next week. But if he goes poorly, he might have to go. So Wilson's back on, who was waiting to come on. And I don't see Box out there. So what's the bet? Box is on the bench for the remainder of the quarter. Well, there's Nasai for a +6. Who would you VC out of Heaney and Warner? Says Brisbane Bloods. I'd VC probably Heaney. Actually, Warner's got the ability to go 130. I haven't seen Heaney go a heap over. Or maybe go Warner. I think Warner has got the high ceiling. But it's a tricky one. I think either or could go okay. There's Sinclair again. So a couple of +6s for Sinclair. Max Hall. I thought that was 15 though. Is that a high tackle though? Bindy tackle. Yeah, Boxall's going to be on the bench for the rest of the quarter. So he's going to be stuck on 23. I just hate this starting on the bench and then and then coming on the bench for like last 7 minutes of the quarter. It means it gives him like only 8-9 minutes of the game ticking down of him actually scoring. Like he might have a good 10 minutes each quarter to play. Like it's just not good. And I went in with the negative break even trying to get money, but the roll's not good. It's not good at all. Is that a mark for TDK? No, free kick for Howard. There's Wilson. Jack Steele. Jack Steele's looked all right tonight from what I've seen. Nasai was in board calling for it. Nasai's sprinting, which is at least good to see. It's a good sign that he should be fine for the rest of the game unless he cops another knock to it. Filippo handball. McRae handball. Max Hall handball. A lot of handballs there from players that people own. There's Sinclair handball and a Garcia. Is that a goal? No, behind. I've got Phillippo in my draft league. Do I take his score over Dangerfield who kicks this up? The way he's going, yeah, I would. Steve-O for sure. 15 seconds to go. And yeah, Boxall stuck on the bench so much. There's Curnow getting back for a +6. I did flag Curnow as a bit of an option at like mid-600s, and he's actually been pretty good. I think last week he was quiet, but it'd be good if TDK could mark it here. No, Mackay nearly marked. That was a McRae handball. Marshall might have got the kick away in time, but that's half time. So what do we got? 39 likes. Let's try and get another 11 likes before the end of half time. We're on 39 likes. Obviously, we're trying to get to 100 by the end of the game. So if you can smash a like, if you've got other accounts and want to smash a like on that one, then feel free. Let's have a look at the scores for the quarter. Well, not for the quarter, for at halftime. So Nasai 63, still top scoring, which is nice. 19 points in the quarter. Considering he was off for a fair bit of it with the injuries, is pretty good. Binns 56, Silvani 55, Jack Steele's on 53, Curnow 53, Sinclair 52 is good. Good quarter for Sinclair. Phillippo 46, TDK's on 44. Would have been good if he could have been on a little bit more than that, but 44, you take it, I guess. Marshall 41, who I would have traded to if I had TDK, because I've already got Cherry. Hall's on 37. Cherry went really quiet in that. He went like from 19 to 37 really quickly, but then did nothing. He's on 37. Holland's 35. McRae 34. Walsh 32. Garcia 30. Will White 28. Hill 25. Boxall's on 23. 53% game time. Gee, far out. Like, what's the point of playing him if he's only going to play that much? Seriously. And then, yeah, O'Connell's on 14. So, yeah. Not too bad, but, yeah, Boxall. Bring a Boxall, he's on my bench. Not good for cash gen at all. So, unless he can really get going, I'm not sure. Up to 42 likes, nearly at 50. Let's get to 50. That'd be fantastic. Phillippo's played 69% game time as well, so pretty good scoring for low game time. And Nasai 19 points this quarter despite being injured for half of it. Yes, very good. Chera, I want to trade his buy, but he's very frustrating to have his Callum Fife. Yeah, I guess if you're in a real luxury position, he could go as early as next week if he gets you to an upgrade you want. But yeah, I think he's a hold till his buy. Where's Doherty, says Andrew. He got dropped again this week, unfortunately. Corey, never brought in Boxall, went Clay Hall last week and had to field after training Garcia out. Clay Hall, he didn't play last week. Do you mean Bo Allen? I'm assuming you meant Bo Allen, Corey. I'm assuming that's who you meant. Alrighty, I'll be back in a sec. I've got to feed my dogs, so I'll be like 2 seconds. Yeah, Bo Allen. Yeah, I thought you did, Corey. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat and I'll answer them when I get back. I'll be like 5 minutes or so. Yeah, hopefully we've got 43 likes, so let's try and get to 50 by the time I get back. That'd be fantastic. So I'll be back in a sec, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. Yep, there we go. Righty, we're back. Apologies for the wait. Normally have to do that every Friday, but all good. We're back. Let's have a look. Any adjustments at all? It doesn't look like it at the moment. No, it doesn't look like anyone's been added any points. No. Unless I've missed something, I don't think anyone's been added points, which is fine. I was hoping maybe a cheeky tackle or something for a boxer would be nice. Vanessa Valentine, who would you vice captain out of Gawn, Rosie or Taranto? Captaining Dunkley if they fail. Gawn, definitely Gawn. Yeah, Vanessa, I do a captain video every Thursday as well, so if you want to check it out, go in depth with my top 10 and everything, and Gawn is in the top 10. He is at number 4 for me, so Gawn is my pick. Rosie's not in my top 10. I'm just nervous with Showdown as always. And Taranto is 9, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. And Dunkley is in there as well. Dunkley's at 6. So, out of those, definitely Gawn into Dunkley for me. That'd be what I'd do. But we're up to 46 likes, so we get another few to get to 50. That'd be fantastic. I'm not sure if it's been a bit quieter tonight in terms of people tuning in, which is obviously expected after a few weeks of not getting too many. But if we can get to 50 and maybe try and get to 100, that'd be fantastic. So if you want to smash a like, feel free. Takes 2 seconds, but helps us out a lot. 100 is our goal for every stream. Sam McRae, captain, punt not working out so far. Hopefully a quarter pounder. Yeah, and he's got it in him. We saw it last week. He could get like a 50-point quarter and be on 80 odd, and all of a sudden you're looking okay. So, yeah, definitely on the cards. Hopefully he can get it done. But yeah, obviously who was it? Hewitt's been paying him some attention, so that's the only flag for him at the moment. How's my matchup been looking? Let's have a look. So we're at 5-4-6-6 rankings, so it's not bad. And I think Nasai's the big one there as to why I've gone up a bit. I think also TDK is not as commonly owned anymore. Let's have a look. What's my matchup looking like against Harmy? So I'm up by 70 points. He's got Chera, and I've got Nasai and DeConing. So they're the matches. So he's got, I'm assuming that's Sheasel. So I'm going to say Zorko, Zach Reed, Chera. He's got Davidson and then Sanders on the bench. So is he maybe keeping McKercher and going Davidson up? Maybe. So Davidson is his M8. So is he gone? Has he maybe gone Boxall on field? Or Box on the bench sounds like it. I'm not sure actually, but at the moment it says McKercher, Zorko, Zach Reed, Chera, Davidson, Gawn, Daniel, and Lawler. And I've got Sheasel, Nasaya, Trainer, Oliver, Lindsay, DeConing, Petrarca, Rankin. So I feel good about the matchup, but I know for a fact when I feel good, I don't normally win. I normally lose those ones. So I guess we'll see. He's looping Garcia tonight, who's on 30, and he's looping him and Lawler. He's got Henderson as the loop that he can use. So if he doesn't score well, he'll probably play Lawler or Cleary. That's what I'm assuming he'll do anyway. Yeah, so I like the matchup at the moment, but I guess we'll find out. I don't know who he's brought in or anything like that. So that'll just be something to note for my matchup when it comes. I would like to see if he's traded people. That'd be good if I saw it, because it's not like I'm going to do anything anyway. So Philippou punt firm from a red dot looks to be paying off, says Jay Sutts. And I think I like that play for people if they're doing a red dot. Like if they were going like Camporelli or a Carroll or something like that down to a Hayes or a Boxall and then going like a Cornerstone up to Philippou. I like that play, right? You're going 2 red dots and you're getting a guy that you're going to trade in at some point anyway. So there you go. So McGovern's gone off to hospital. I don't know. Does anyone know what happened to McGovern? I don't know. He's gone to hospital. I don't know exactly. Is it finger injury? I don't know what happened, but he's gone to hospital, so hopefully all the best to him. I know that he's not my favourite player, obviously even the Crows, but doesn't mean I don't want to see people going to hospital, so hopefully he's okay. Hey, Max. Howdy. G'day, Max. Hope you're going well, mate. chest or throat, I think. Stern. Okay. So yeah, it's an internal injury. So hopefully he's okay. Don't want to see any players going off to hospital. So hopefully he's all right. So here we go. Second half about to get underway, and Boxall will be on the bench. I guarantee it. You coming to the showdown, Bell, says Nate Morgan. No, I'm watching it at home tomorrow. It's a sellout. Didn't really have anyone to go with, to be honest, so decided not to. I'll watch it from home. So it won't be a watch-along for it. I'll just be watching it with Mum at home. But, yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens. So McRae, Steele, Garcia in the midfield. So no surprises. I was hopeful that Boxall would start on ground, but he's on the bench again. Up the wank, says Max. Yes, it was very, very nervous times, mate. I don't know if you saw it before, but his foot got trod on or something. He got injured. It looked a little bit dangerous for a bit, but he's okay. And, well, at the moment anyway, he was able to run a bit in that quarter, which was good to see. So, Max, yeah, mate. Going good, mate. How you doing? Yeah, not bad. Would be better if I didn't trade in Nick Dacos last night, but it is what it is, unfortunately. There's a hit out for TDK to start the quarter. Always good. Jack Steele kick. Jack Steele, someone I'm watching. He's cheap. Could be someone to look at. So is Cowan. I'm just trying to see if Cowan's back on. So Akers is back on. He was someone that went down the rooms. There's a handball for Chera. So there's Akers. So Cowan, is he back on? Or was he starting on the bench anyway? So Nasai getting up there as well. That's a good sign as well. Jumping off the ground, spoiling. So he's looking all right, which is good. It's just obviously it's not great when you see a player get injured for a bit and they start hobbling. He does seem like it is obviously there's a little bit of pain there. You can see him grimacing a little bit with running, but I think he'll be fine. It's probably just a pain tolerance thing. Here's Nasai, intercept mark. He braced for contact, then you could see him grimace a little bit waiting. So, but he took the intercept mark. That's one thing he's definitely added to his game is his intercept marking. There's Steele giving it back to Nasai. 9-point play. Love to see it. Oh, great kick to Sinclair. That's a 50, surely. Nasai's he's a pleasure to watch and owning him as well. You just love it. And to Garcia. So, Nasai gets some points. Sinclair points. Garcia points. Good for people if you own them. And there's Owens. That should be a mark. It's a mark or a free kick, surely. Fair enough. I thought he chopped his arm. Then it's high. That's high, isn't it? That's a free kick, surely. Chera half back for 2 quarters. Oh, is he playing half back? Nicky Joe. Oh, that would be that obviously with the injuries. So TDK free kick. We'll take that against Marshall there. So, yeah, if Chera's playing half back, that's, not great. I tried to get tickets for showdown. All sold out, says Chris. Yes, it's a sellout. Yep. So, I saw Chris, you put a TDK rocket there before as well. So, he's started okay. Why is Boxall still on the bench? Says Stallity. Because they love having him on the bench for 2 times a quarter. They love starting him on the bench. They love finishing him on the bench, which is frustrating because it means he just doesn't have enough time to impact the game. Like, he's played well when he's been on the ground, but he just doesn't have enough time to score enough points, unfortunately. Punched away McRae. That'll be a tackle for McRae as well. And McRae kick. And not going to come back enough behind for McRae. Is he an option, Bale, says Steve-O? Yep. Yeah, he's an option. Because Kerno handballed to the umpire. Chera kicking. Looks like he's not going to play on, though. Is he going to play on? Yeah, he did play on. So kick-ins for Chera. I'm assuming he's back in defence, though, because of the few injuries that they've got. I don't know if that means Cowan is injured for the remainder of the game if Chera's playing half-back, but that obviously is not good for people that have got Chera if he's playing off half-back. I should have given it to TDK then. Hollands, that's a long handball, that one. Oh, now Sard's gone down with it looks like groin injury. He had a bit of a groin niggle last week against the Crows. I don't know if Durden got, I think Nasai gave a free kick away there. Cowan Hammy. Oh, so Cowan's done a hammy again. So that's obviously very frustrating. And Sard is coming off. Looks like he's maybe... Oh, no, he's not coming off. He's staying on out there, but that's a potential going to Nasiah mark and kicks. That makes up for the free kick he gave away. McRae +5 with a mark and handball. Owens, if he tap... Oh, good tap. Higgins fell over at the bad time. So it looks like Lewis Young's gone back as well. So a few injuries in Carlton's defence. Carroll surely in, says Nicky Joe. I hope so. He was emergency tonight. He played all right before this game. McRae +6 coming up here. So McRae starting to get a few touches. He's got Nasiah short if he wants to go there. No, he's not going to go there. Long time the umpire before he called play on. TDK in a set mark. Good. TDK's having a decent quarter. Carlton still playing with 0 subs. Wait, they got no one on the bench. Oh, no, they've used the sub. I don't know if that's just what you mean there. There's a +6 for Chera coming up. Yeah, so Cowan's injured. Haynes is still off. And then McGovern's subbed injured. So their defence is really beaten. Boxall 15 minutes on the bench. Yeah, it's just obviously counting that he was obviously he ended the quarter on the bench and started the quarter on the bench, which, yeah, we can't really do anything. Can't have one bench slot left, says Angus. Yep, yeah, plenty of injuries for Carlton at the moment. So Wilkie free kick. I wonder if, Box will be playing a lot more game time if he played for Carlton, that's for sure. So Haynes about to come back on. So Haynes looks like he's okay. But yeah, obviously Cowan's injured and probably out for the game with a hammy. And then, Cameron nearly had his head taken off then. Yeah, Cowan's sitting back row. Looks like another hammy again. So that'll be probably 3-4 weeks on the out for him. Because I'm pretty sure he had a hamstring injury pre-season. I think that's why he didn't start the season. Or he got injured round 1 with a hamstring. So that if that's a hamstring again, that'll be his second hamstring in the space of 6-7 weeks. Which is not good for him. It means that he'll probably have a bit longer on the sidelines because they don't want to bring him back. There's Philippo, didn't take the mark. Philippo got the tackle though. Nasiah kick, and lovely kick to Sharman. Lovely kick. No, Nasiah. Oh, go back to him. Go back to Nasiah. He's right there. Oh, he should have bloody rewarded him for the kick, Cooper Sharman. Completely ignored him. At least this means Boxall should come back on. What would you take from Garcia tonight over Cleary? 65, I reckon. 65, 70, I'd probably take. If he goes less than 60, I wouldn't take. If he goes anywhere from 60, 65, then yeah. Corey Bladge, Naz looks stuffed again. Oh, well, he runs so hard, right? It's bound to happen. You can't obviously run up and down as much as he does without being a bit puffed out every now and again. And the size on the bench, he'll be fine. He looked fine there. He obviously very, very good kick. I mean that Carlton will finish the game with no one on the bench with their injuries. Oh, yeah, Sally, yeah, exactly. They'll probably have no one on the bench the way it's going. Yeah, like Nasiah's fine. He's sprinting there to ask for it. So he's just puffed out. They're probably just like a bit of a rub down. Maybe his foot probably still a tiny bit sore. But he looks fine. He's on 80 on my absolute exceptions. He probably is. I just haven't refreshed at this score. Yeah, 81. Yeah, just he's a gun. And McRae's up to 51 as well. So he's had a really good start. TDK is on 57 as well. So he's had a decent start to the quarter. Score update, Bales. I'll give it to you when it comes up on my screen. There's Boxall. Boxall handball. Turned over, unfortunately, though. So 47 to 54, Carlton are leading. And if anyone wants a timer for the game, it's 13, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, and then obviously it's a stoppage. So hopefully that's matched it up for everyone. Is that deliberate? No free kick. Bales, here's a question. Would you take Nas at the Crows if it means Laird gets pushed out of the team, says Jay Sutts. Oh, geez. Don't ask me questions like that, mate. If I'm taking my bias out of it from Laird, you'd probably say you'd have to, wouldn't you? Long term, Nasai, if he goes to the Crows, would be a Crows player for the next decade. Whereas obviously Lairdy's 30 now. But if Nasai came into the team, it wouldn't be at the expense of Laird. It'd be at the expense of someone else. So, yeah. Andrew says Nasai a hamstring strain. I don't think he... I don't think he's got a hamstring injury. Otherwise, he wouldn't be playing. Oh, yeah, you don't refresh scores, sorry. Oh, yeah, except, no, so yeah, I just didn't refresh the scores. Yeah, apologies, mate. Lance Collard doing some warm-ups. And he's going back to the back row. A bit nervous with that, but... 100% Joe, that's the question. Praying he's coming home to us next year, says Nate Morgan. Oh, yeah, I hope we get Nasai. I hope he's not expensive, Lairdy, but there's another tackle for Garcia. Garcia's tackling well. Be nice if Boxall could get these tackles to just get his score up. Out of bounds again. So we got 12 minutes 43 to go in the quarter. Hopefully Boxall can just get himself to a 40-45 before he goes off, because we know he's going to go off within the next 6-7 minutes. So he's got to score in a quick bunch. Silvani at the expense of Nankervis, says Nate Morgan. Yeah, potentially that could be. Yeah, that might be who gets pushed out for the time being. I still like Nankervis. I think he's a good young player. Ooh, geez, that's not a good kick from Silvani. That's gone out of bounds. Garcia told bloody Darcy Wilson then to go away. He's taking the kick. Oh, no, they're giving it back to Darcy Wilson. So why do the umpires do that? Like, sometimes the umpires do it, but sometimes they don't. Like, if that's like Nick Dacos or if it's a Paddy Cripps or someone like that, they don't say no. But if it's someone else, they just don't worry about it. Marshall, good contested mark over TDK, lining up for goal. Boxall tagging Walsh, they're saying. Well, if he's tagging Walsh, he would have to play more than the game time that he has been. But DeConing top scoring for Carlton now. Is he really? No, not anymore. Silvani's just gone back above. But yeah, he's up there. Yeah, cool. But he's still going well, though, this quarter, which is good to see. He's near 20 points for the quarter. But Marshall lining up for goal, his opposite number. This will be interesting to see if he can kick it. And no, to the left. Marshall on 53, though, counting that behind. So I didn't even see that the behind had been counted there. Otherwise, I would have known that he missed it. Marshall, 2 goals, 6 this season, apparently. He's normally a good kick for goal. He's probably one of the ruckmen that have got one of the better kicks. Have option to Luke Garcia. What score would you take for him? Says Castler Riches. As I said, anything over 65, 70, probably Castler Riches is what I'd take. That's probably where I'd look at. 51% for Boxers Putrid. Can just tell it's going to be another red dot for us next week, says Nate Morgan. Yeah, probably. Shouldn't have traded into him. I should have gone for Lewis Hayes. I knew he had the better job security, but I thought, well, to continue cash gen, if Box had a big score and stayed in next week, he would go up a heap in cash. Nasai looks like he's about to come back on, so anyone that was worried, he's about to come back on, so he'll be okay. There's Akers over the top. Kerno. And TDK. Oh, no, not Mark. Handball from McRae. That'll be a tackle for Garcia again. Don't know if that was a tackle for TDK. Don't think it was. I have Max and X anyway, so whatever TDK does doesn't concern me. Well, it concerns me, mate, because I don't have Max. So I'd prefer TDK to have a solid score, so don't have to worry about it. But There's a tackle for Chera. Ooh, was that a sling? No, was that twisting action? Oh, okay. I'm surprised that wasn't a dangerous tackle because that was a sling action. I wonder if Chera is going to be answering anything for that because that was one of those tackles where it was that swinging action and his head hit the ground. I don't know what you got. What do you guys think? I'm not a Chera owner, but for me that looked a bit like what Peatling did. Not as much force, but it was still the same sort of action. And I'm surprised that wasn't a free kick at the very least, let alone a potential suspension or anything. Just me, or has this season been weird as? Yes, Max has been very, very odd for sure. There's a handball for TDK. There's Chera. Good tackle by Howard. There's a Windhager kick. No, TDK is going to keep it in. Kicked it. Marshall hit him over as he kicked it, though. I'm a Chera owner, and I think he's 100% innocent, says Angus. Mate, take your unbiased out of it. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't enough force, but that just looked to me like that was the sort of action that they're trying to get rid of. So, I don't know. If anything, it'd be a 1 weeker again. Well, not again, because he never got suspended because he got off. So, I think that'll be a tackle for McRae. So, McRae's getting there. I'm waiting till TDK increases his fantasy cash so I'm able to get Max Gorn, says Andrew. I think it depends if the player's injured, says Angus. Well, that's the thing, though. It shouldn't. That's a free kick against Marshall. Surely. Didn't even look at the ball. Mitch, every time it's inside, turn to come back on, there's no goals and he's stuck on the other side, literally losing 3 to 5 minutes of game time. Yeah, Mitch agreed. Yep. It's very frustrating when it does, when games do this. There's TDK, another handball again. TDK getting amongst it this quarter, which is good to see. And see now it'll just get stuck on the other side again. So Nasai just not able to come on. Obviously scoring great anyway, right? So it's not a huge concern. And the thing is as well, as soon as it gets over the other side, Boxer will probably come off. That'll be out of bounds. Boxall to out of bounds. Would have been nice to have got a touch from Boxall. He's on, 25, I reckon he's probably on now. And he got the one handball. TDK hit out. Yeah, I don't know what the commentary team was saying about tagging Walsh. Boxall's not even on Walsh at the moment. Going to Box. Oh, no, that's McRae. I thought that was Boxall for a second there. Straight into Stocker. Boundary throw in. Well, no one's commented on about the Chera thing. Maybe there's a lot of Chera owners watching that are nervous. I don't know. We've got 51 likes though as well, so we got halfway there. I'm sort of maybe thinking we might not get 100, but if you guys haven't liked it yet to try and get us that goal once again, make sure you smash a like on the video. Just a lot of stop-starting this quarter. And it's annoying because Boxall's not getting involved in any of the tackles with the stop-start, which is frustrating. That's a free kick for Boxall, surely. He's off the ball. He's been held by Cripps. Don't really know why that wasn't paid a free. Is that a mark for Will White? No, they haven't paid the mark. I thought that's a mark, surely. Cheryl will have nothing to answer, says Nicky Joe. Fair enough. If people are saying he's not, then maybe I'm just looking at it thinking he might, but I'd be slightly concerned if I was a Chera owner. I do think that there could be something there. Haynes intercept mark. Where's TDK's in the pocket, and they're going in that direction. TDK, yeah, that's a mark. TDK lining up for goal. Beautiful. Chera should be good. No one said anything or replayed, says Weary. Yeah, good point. Nasai's only behind Boxall in Tog. Really? Oh, yeah, but he'll play rest of the quarter, so he'll go back up. I've put Levi on bench, even though he's priced at 79k, says Andrew. TDK, behind. So not a great kick. Is that another behind? No, TDK's first behind. But he's up to 77, so he's had a good quarter. Is TDK, which is good to see. As a TDK owner, needing him to put up a good score tonight. So Nasai's back on, if anyone was worried. Good mark by Owens there. Go on board to Boxall, that'd be good. Find our mate Boxall. They're switching it. I wonder if he's on the other side. Or did he go to the bench? He probably went to the bench, to be honest. Out to Wilson. I don't see Boxall. Oh, no, there he is. There's Boxall leading out to the pocket. They've gone straight over his head. It's gone to Caminiti, who's dropped the mark. That's annoying. Every time Boxall's free for points, they just ignore him. Come on, Boxall. You need like 3 or 4 tackles. Anytime it goes near Boxall, it's either socket away or kicked away. It's just getting really unlucky at the moment. Just nothing's going his way. What are you doing with Cherry and TDK round 12 buy, says Weary? I'll probably trade TDK at his buy or just before, but he's not my biggest priority at the moment, so he's a hold for the time being. All right, Harry Mackay free kick. Cripps mark over Boxall then. That'll be a mark or free to Hewitt, whichever one. Jack Silvani's out, says Andrew. Jack Silvani out now as well. Sure, that'd be another defender injury. He's not on at the moment. Is he out? Silvani's on the bench. Don't know if he's out per se. Steele's been on the bench for 8 minutes, so no surprise that in a few minutes' time that'll be Boxall off instead of like for Steele. Pretty much write that in guaranteed. Oh, Nasai's hobbling again. God damn it. Nasai's hobbling again. God. Nasai's got so Nasai must have gone up and copped a corky or something, but Nasai's got to stop going up all the time. Like, he's going to get himself injured. No news on Sheriff, says Andrew. Oh, there's not going to be any news till tomorrow, if anything. Oh, that's a bad kick from Harry. Will Hasty play again anytime soon, says Weary. Oh, mate, I hope so, but probably not. So glad it always sideways. Walsh, 4 tackles, not even 50 points yet. Oh, Jordox started Walsh, and he's been an awful pick. He's only got the 200s where he went back-to-back and done nothing else besides that. Is Boxall still out there? Or is no, Steele's on, so Boxall's off. Yeah, fantastic. He's been on for not even half a quarter, and he's already off again. Is there a free kick? Is it a ball up? What's going on? So Boxall got 2 points a quarter. Why did I trade into him? I knew that his game time was going to be crap, and there was a chance that he wasn't going to play moving forward. I should have gone Hayes. Yeah, Silvani's back on, so there's no issues with Silvani. Yeah, Boxall's on the bench again, so that'll be him done for the quarter. There's no way he's come back on. I shouldn't have done it. I should have gone for bloody Lewis Hayes. Who would have thought my 2 bloody trade-ins this week have just completely screwed me over? Dacos and Boxall. Should have gone Tom Green and Lewis Hayes. Is Box on field for you, says Weary. No, he's on the bench, but it's just another cash generator that's just stopped again. He'll make hardly any money, and who knows, he might be dropped. Had Lindsay and Gross as options, says Moonboy. Box on field for me. Hayes next week, Bales. I'll get Hayes next week, but when I've already got crap team value, firstly, I shouldn't have gone for Dacos with bad team value, but also just all the rookies I'm bringing in are becoming red dots. Like last year, I was getting the rookie picks really well. I was seeing them really well. Like I was picking his Nasai kick in. Looks to be moving okay again. Just would be playing a bit sore, obviously, but like last year, all the rookies I brought in were great. I made heaps of money. My team value was really good. This year, every rookie I pick is getting subbed out or gets injured or gets dropped or whatever. Like, okay, maybe Carroll comes back in next week. Maybe. But I've still got Buslinger there. Boxall's now going to be barely over 300k and probably going to stop making money soon. Finn O'Sullivan's not made any money. Boyd's not obviously made any money for everyone. Cleary's going well, but Stone's dropped. And who's the other one? Hasty's a red dot. And TDK's being stuck on the bench as well at the moment. Because this game tonight has just been stuck on the far side so much, and they just haven't been able to make interchanges at all. Like Cripps is taking ruck for Carlton. Surely they bring their worst player off just to get their ruckman on. And like Marshall's rucky against Cripps at the moment. There's Nasiah running through. Not his best kick, straight to Haynes, but hopefully being on this side, hopefully that goes out. And then they get TDK on. No, it's not going to go out. There's Walsh, though. Someone just come off for TDK. Like, seriously. Like, they've got someone like a midfield that can just come off for TDK. Or kick a goal here. Maybe that gets Box on for 2.5 minutes. Free kick for Harry, I reckon. Yeah. To be fair, good luck trying to find a good team with a healthy bench, says Alex. Oh, there are a few. Ryan Marshall wearing undies with the Saints logo on them, says Nicky Cho. I didn't see that before. What the WTF is Sinclair? Sinclair's done okay, didn't he? Yeah, Sinclair's on 70. That's not awful. Still 2 minutes to go. What happened to Sinclair? What, is Sinclair injured or something, or am I missing something? Because he's on 70, which isn't that bad. Like for a defender, you'd want him on a bit more. Not injured, is he? Nah. Oh, Boxall's come on, which is good. I don't know what people are stressing about. He's fine. Haven't seen him for 10 minutes, says Fevelenko. Okay, well, yeah, but he's still 70. He's like, it's not awful. It's not obviously what you want. You want a bit more, but it's funny that TDK and Marshall are both on about the same score. I actually said early in the week I thought that both would go 120 plus tonight, so we'll see if that happens. But Philippo wearing Saints undies too. I'm wearing Saints undies, says Moo Boy. The side back on field. Corey, I've got a healthy bench. Only Bus, Boyd, and Stone as red dots at the moment. Yeah, and that's what I'd love to be. Like, I'm hopeful that maybe if a Carroll comes back in next week, I'll get Hayes in for someone. Maybe my bench starts looking a bit better, but I just need a few of these guys to come. Like, if Bus and Carroll come back in next week, I'm fine. But I need them to come back in. There's TDK with a hit out, so back on. Boxall handball, good. Give it back to... Oh, no, he won't give back to Box now. Darcy Wilson, that's an awful kick. Why Carlton players putting their arms up for deliberate? That's never going to be paid deliberate. Bit stupid that Carlton players... I know they're trying to get a free kick, but come on. Like, that wasn't that bad. I don't know. Is Nasai in the midfield? Nasai's around the ball at the moment. TDK hit out. Tackle for Steele again. I was hoping that was Boxall. We need Boxall for, like, if he can get 2 tackles, quick tackles here, be very, very handy. But the way it's going, I just don't know. Is that a dangerous tackle at all? Looked like a bit of a sling there. See Jack Steele again. There's Box with a tackle. Oh, no, it went to Hewitt. That won't be a tackle. I don't know if they count it because it sort of drilled right along the ground, but probably not. It won't be a tackle. Garcia with a kick. Trying to go to Nasai there, but smothered. Is that a tackle by Box? No, that's Steele again. Can Steele stop tackling? There's Nasai. Nasai to get it back. No, give it to Brad Hill instead. Out of bounds. Saints like to clog up stoppage. Says, I don't mind if they do it. It would just be good if Boxer was the one that got some tackles. But it's Steele who's just getting all the tackles at the moment, and Box is getting nothing, which is very, very frustrating when the fact that Box hasn't scored very well to this point. We need a few tackles. There's Sinclair. Sinclair going towards goal. No, nothing. Of course, Boxer was near the ball, but nothing. Only Boyd and Stone, genuine red dots as exceptions. Jack Steele's back, says Nicky Joe. Yeah, Steele's been good tonight. The only genuine red dots I've got is Hasty, Stone, and Boyd. I've got, obviously, Bustlinger and Carroll as purple dots. So we'll see if they come in. There's Boxall. Get a disposal out, Boxall. No. Nothing for Box again. He's just been unlucky tonight. Like, he's had hardly any game time anyway, but just not what we want. Nasaya? No, that's gone straight up in the air and probably out of bounds on the forward, imagine. Yep. I'm only at 2 red dots now, and Bo Allen suspension's a red dot this week, so I'm at 3 right now, so I wouldn't mind Boxer if he's a red dot soon at the moment. And that'll be 3/4 time. TDK took the mark, but won't be that. So 3/4 time. What are we doing with scores? So Nasai's on 92, which is really good. So he's going along nicely. Top scoring player for the game. Steele's on 85 with 10 tackles. Still only 13 touches though, which I don't love, but he's still going well. TDK 82 is good. Wilson Cripps 78, Sinclair Marshall 77, Mackay 76, Bin 74, Walsh on 63, Kerno 63, Garcia's on 57, Chera 56, Filippo 54. McRae hardly scored after that little burst that he had. 50, he's on 53. We know that he can go 60 in the last quarter, so he could still ton up from here. Hull 44. No, Hill 39, sorry. Oh, Hull 34, Hill 39, Holland 37, Boxall 29. Yeah. O'Connell's on 20. And Collard hasn't come on yet. So Boxall's on 29. Yeah, bloody hell. Another guy that's going to hardly make any cash. Unbelievable. Oh, well. Season's shit anyway, so, oh, well, just another thing to add. Got lucky enough to have enough cash in the bank to trade Bustlinger when he was named sub over trainer. Felt good not to have a dogs play in my teams as exceptions. Fair enough. I don't have any dogs at the moment, I don't think, except for Bustling on the bench. Number 1 ranked, Jacob Does Fantasy team has 5 red dots and 4 rookies on field before trades this week, so there's hope for everyone. Yeah, but there's obviously teams in and around him that are looking really good, that have got good benches, not many rookies. Like Jordy, obviously, one of ours is top 200, or just outside top 200, I think. Lemon, going well, great team value. Like, how are we going to, like, the guys that are still top 500 that have got great team value, good benches, how am I going to, and how are we going to catch up to them? Like, I don't know. Like, we're not going to be able to, really. So, yeah. Watch Box have a 50-point call with 100% Tog, says Weary. Oh, mate, love it. But I don't think that'll be the... 100% Tog is the thing I don't think will happen. I'm not going to rule out a big quarter, but if he can get 50, 55, like, I'll take it as a 50 as a rookie, but it's not looking good. The fact that he hasn't had much more than like 10 a quarter, so... Yeah. Up to 55 likes as well. So we're still 45 away from 100. So if we can get to the goal as usual as 100, that'd be fantastic. Obviously, I'm not as confident on hitting the goal tonight. Obviously, we haven't had as many tonight, but obviously with not many Watchalongs recently, that's to be expected. But yeah, if you can smash like on the video, get us to 100, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, I hope Box has a big last quarter. Hopefully, he plays a lot more of the quarter. Did TDK get a hit out taken away? He's on 81. Was he? I think he's on time a bit more, but still, 81 still good. Any additions? Probably not. No, it doesn't look like it. Like Box on 29 with 2 tackles. If he had like 5 or 6 tackles, he'd be on near 40, which would be fine. But it's just having no tackles. He's been unlucky with a few. Like he's tackled people and they've got the handball away or whatever. But yeah, bit unfortunate. But yeah, and I know there are people that they've got him on straight on field as well. So this would be hurting even more. But just rookie roulette, unfortunately, that's what happens. Yeah, to 56 likes now as well. So keep smashing likes, guys. Be very much appreciated. We need Chera and McRae to have at least 30 points each quarter, and I'll be happy. I can get on the McRae one. Obviously, I don't have Chera, so RBL Mowbray traded TDK for Gawn and have Marshall. I think Marshall will still be fine season on, but hopefully gets it going soon. Reed or Trainer on field, says Harry. This is a tough one. I'm personally backing in Trainer. I think he's got the better matchup. I prefer Trainer with the better matchup. He's been consistently over 70 besides that sub-out game. I don't think he'll be sub this week. If you can loop, that'd be great, Harry, but I'm assuming you can't because you're asking the question. The safer play is Reed, but I like Trainer this week, if that makes sense. So it's riskier, but I like Trainer more. So maybe check the weather as well. If it's meant to be wet on Sunday, maybe you don't play Trainer. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in Melbourne on Sunday. That'd be the other thing I'd take into account. Reed's under the roof. Obviously, it's against Sydney, so obviously not a great matchup. But I still think he'll go okay. So Steele got a tackle taken away just then. Any other adjustments? Doesn't look like it. I'd love like 2 tackles for Boxall. No, still 29. So Collard is coming on. I don't think it's Box being subbed out because he was in the front row of the bench. So I don't know who's been subbed out. Low chance of rain Sunday, says Angus. Okay, that's fine then. I brought in Josh Davis this week. Should I be worried, says Chris? Nah, I wouldn't be. He'll be fine. Just a low score. What score would you... So Higgins has been subbed out. Not sure if it's an injury or tactical, but... Mitch, what score would you take for Reed if looping with Trainer? Looping with Trainer, I'd take a 60 or more. Stanley was just asking, it was Garcia, Nuts, Higgins. Yeah, Higgins has been subbed out. I'd like to see Boxall come on and actually play the whole quarter out instead of coming off for a second time. Surely with like the last quarter, the game's going to be close, so maybe they don't. There's TDK with the hit out and the clearance. So he's playing really well, TDK. I said to people that didn't have Cherry, I'd be happy to trade to Cherry, but if you're going anyone else, I'd be more than happy to hold TDK because people are probably a bit worried about TDK, but the only times he's gone really bad was against Cherry and Riley O'Brien, which are both hard matchups. So that was my thinking with TDK. Another hit out for TDK. And tackle for TDK is, that could be a free against. No, they didn't pay it, so they've given the tackle for TDK, which is good. And Durden, not quite. Winhager, there's Marshall. If that goes to Carlton, that'll be a tackle for TDK. Yep, Carlton got it, so probably another tackle. So TDK racking up at the moment. Wonder if Hewitt can get to the ton. Oh, actually, no, Hewitt's not even on top paid, so I don't think he'll ton up. Burns intercept mark. Sebastian, I'm there in Dream Team in the whole thing, says Sebastian. Fair enough. I don't know, did Nasai get a +6? I think he did. I was looking down, reading the chat, so I couldn't exactly see. Philippo, give it to Nasai. Yep, good. Philippo mark and handball. Nasai kick to Caminiti. No, Falcon. He dropped it. Higgins out with illness, says Corey. Okay, TDK has a good run left still till thought I'd hold, says Corey. Exceptions, yeah, same Corey, along with not being confident in Marshall, I couldn't trade him. Yep, that's another thing as well. Yeah, that was something I was watching with in terms of, like I wasn't confident in Marshall. I'd rather go to like a Darcy Cameron or a Tim English at the moment. Sard looks to be a bit sore as well. Sard's up. He's okay, I think, but he was a bit sore. They can't be insufficient intent. He got tackled and taken up. How is that insufficient intent? That is not insufficient. He's been tackled around and just kicked it to get rid of it. I don't understand. Like, I really don't. Like, it's just such a stupid rule. It's not insufficient intent. It's just, if you kick it and it goes out, it's a free kick. That is just, it's such a crap free kick. Hopefully I get second at the end of this week, says Sebastian. What, says Sebastian? What are you talking about? RDT? What, are you ranked pretty highly? Exceptions. Thoughts on holding TDK through his bye because his matchups on after bye for Marshall isn't looking himself. That might be what I do. Yep. Maybe. Yeah, I'll just have to see what other options I've got. He's definitely not a high priority for me at the moment, that's for sure. So I've got other priorities I need to do and trade out. There's McRae again. TDK was lucky he didn't give a high free kick away. He took Steele high then, but the umpire must not have seen it. Wiedering drop mark. I'm ranked there right now, Sebastian Dream Team. Yeah, what rank are you there? What rank are you, Sebastian, in RDT? Chris, if TDK scores a right, is Exler tight with his green run coming up? Who's your other ruck? Chris, is it Gawn? I still like TDK to Cherry because Cherry's... You want Gawn and Cherry as your two rucks at the moment. They're the two best rucks scoring-wise at the moment. Hopefully get Box on. Get Box on. There hasn't been much gone in the quarter. Make your interchanges now. Andrew, what's my score in the Content Creators Cup? Andrew, you're not in the Content Creators Cup. Tim organised all that, so all the people that he put in is who's in. So sorry, Andrew. The Content Creators Cup got taken up with spots-wise. If you want, though, next year, Andrew, do what we did this year and enter the comp that Tim does, and you might get a spot in there. Hopefully, is Boxer on? Yeah, Steele's off, so I'm assuming Box is on. Max Hall looks a bit sore at the moment. I think he's got the free kick. McRae, +6, good. Is Box on? I don't know if Box is on or not. Is Box on, or is he not? I'm assuming he's not on yet, which, again, I don't know why you're not bringing him on when Sebastian says I'm there and that. But yeah, Sebastian, I don't know what your rank is. So you keep saying you're there, but I'm not sure what your rank is. Holland's lining up for goal. Yeah, Angus is saying off. Yeah, of course he is. I don't know why are they... I just don't understand. Like, I understand he's a young player, but this game time is ridiculous. Like, it's just... What's the point? Sebastian. I'm assuming you mean third, Sebastian. Yeah, as Acceptance says. I just can't understand because you said third. You didn't say third. So I was just wondering what you're meaning. Oh, congrats, mate. You're going really well. So, Keep going, mate. Hope you keep going well. I feel Boxall's like Sardis game time, says Corey. Oh, he is. Another kick in for Nasaya. Good to see. Is Boxall on now? No, Sebastian, all good, mate. All good, all good, all good. Just, I know he's, the spell check or whatever can always get everyone. So all good. So Boxall's still not on. How is he not on? They've made all their interchanges. I just don't understand what they're doing with him. Like, I know that he plays low game time, but this is just, it's ridiculous. Like, it really is. Like, there's no point playing him if he's just going to play this low game time like he is. Marshall up to 87 as well. TDK's on 93, so pretty close. Nasai's tunned up, which is good. Boxall lift, please, says Sebastian. Oh, well, I'd love him to lift, but it's a bit hard, unfortunately, when he's not even on the ground at the moment. McRae tackle and handball, I think. That'd be a Garcia tackle. Every time you ask, is he on, he spends another minute on the bench. I'm frustrated because he shouldn't be on the bench this much. Like, no AFL player realistically should be playing less than 65% total. That's a great goal by Sinclair. Keeps him in it, though. That's 55 to 63 now. So now Boxall should come on now. It's been that long that he's been on the bench. Are we going to expect this up and down scoring from McRae, says Chris? Maybe, but he's a top 6 forward still, so I'm not too worried. Might loop him in fantasy if he does good, says Sebastian. I'm talking about Boxall, yeah, but Boxall you're not looping on. He's not going to get much more than 50. Keep going to side VC. I want a good score, says Corey. Oh, mate, I hope you can get a good score from him. I really do. So goal for Sinclair, though. So Sinclair's scoring okay. That'd move him into the 80s. Yep, up to 86. Chera Rocket says Brisbane Bloods. What is actually going on, McRae? This is a very good score, very good run for the Saints. He's dropping this on us. But is he still not on? So Sinclair's in, unless they've just had Sinclair in the midfield. Because Sinclair was in the mids with Jack Steele and Gio Garcia then. Yeah, Boxall's there, but he's playing forward in this quarter. So, yeah, if he's playing forward, there's no chance we're going to get any real score from him in this quarter. If he can get 21 points to get 50, I'd be ecstatic. I'd love it if he got to 50, but he'd almost have to kick a goal in that, get some tackles. Boxall on 29, says Andrew. Yeah, I know. He's still on the same score because he hasn't played much in the quarter. He just came on. Silvani intercept mark. Chera's definitely played half back since quarter time, pretty much with all these injuries. I suck at SuperCoach, said Sebastian. Yeah, mate, you're not alone. I'm the same. I have not had a good year at SuperCoach at all. I don't check it as much as Fantasy or even RDT for that matter, but yeah, I haven't had a good year at all. If that goes to St Kilda, that'll be a tackle for Nasai. It goes to Carlton, so no tackle. What's his break even going to be? It'll go back up to 30, or will it be around 40? No, it will still be single digits because it's still got that 74 in his price cycle, but if he got like a 60 or a 70 this week, that's why I went in. Because I was like, well, if he gets another 70, then he goes up another 50, 60K, maybe more, and then he's still got a low break even. But, yeah. Up to 57 likes as well. So we've got a little bit of time to try and get 43 likes. So if you haven't liked it yet, please smash a like on the video. Obviously, we try and get 100 on every watch along. So if we can get there, that'll be fantastic. But I've got a feeling that the streak might break tonight unless the legends out there can get us to 100 again because we're on 57. So if we can get to 100, that'd be good. Filippo not going to reach his break even, says Chris. Yeah, and that's why I wasn't one to go in straight up unless you went 2 red dots. So Nasai kick in. Straight to TDK. Oh, he dropped the mark. He got the handball at least, but still not really what I want. Chera handball. Boxall definitely playing more deep forward at the moment. Sorry, more deeper in the defence. So Nasai couldn't quite get, so Walsh mark. I'm doing EPL Fantasy, says Andrew. Yep, I'm as well. Yep, only a few more weeks to go for that. Out on the full. Free kick for Saints. On Jordan Clark, VC last night, 146, only 0.1% VC, and had to do it due to no loots after 58 last week. Oh, there you go, Corey. Congrats, mate. Big VC in SuperCoach. Particularly with a few of the other options not scoring very well. Harry Mackay mark. Where's TDK? Where is TDK? TDK on the bench? I'm assuming TDK's on the bench because I don't see him at all. So here's a +6 for Chera. Yeah, Boxall's playing forward. They've just kicked him out of the mids to try and win the game. Put Sinclair in there, which, whatever St Kilda, they do some stupid things, to be honest. But, yeah, TDK's definitely off at the moment. And Marshall mark. So, again, pretty stupid time to be putting TDK off on the bench when you need to win the game. I guess they're trying to get him. Oh, here's Boxall. Yes! Boxall mark! He's into the 30s. He's on 35. 15 more points would be fantastic. Kicks it to Steele. Steele, go back to Boxall. Go back to him. Go back to Boxall. Boxall short. Steele looking bored. Oh, my God. Sharman, come on, Boxall. Kick a goal, mate. Who would have thought a +6 would get us very, very excited? Come on, Boxall. Oh, that is an absolute shank. Collard. Out of bounds, I'm assuming. Yep, out of bounds. Jet McRae needs 50 more points, says Andrew. Oh, mate, he needs more than that, I think. What's your live rank? I'm 27.05, but I feel like I'm going to drop spots this week. Not sure. I'd have to have a look. I'll have to look after the game. Still might be a good in next week for fantasy, says Corey. Yeah, potentially. So it could be a good one to look at. So Marshall's now on the bench as well for his final break. It'd be good if Boxall, if he's playing forward, to get more of those +6s, but I just worry. Yeah, if he can get to 50, that'd be pretty good for cash gen at least. And he'd be over 300k. I just find it funny that they kick him out of this midfield when he's a bit different in there for Sinclair, when they probably could have moved someone else. But Boxall, oh no, I thought they were going to go to Boxall short again. If this comes down to ground, he might be. There's Boxall, kick. Boxall gets a kick, not bad. Philippo tackle, could be holding the ball. Yep, holding the ball. Philippo free kick. He's been quiet for a while, but Philippo lining up for the ultimate fantasy play, which is a tackle, kick, and goal, which is, what's that? That's 4 for the tackle. Then you get free kicks of 5, kick 8. So 14-point play potentially coming up here for Philippo. So he might get to his break even, Chris. You might have sent that rock. You might have sent that rocker. I don't know if you're a Philippo owner. And there it is. Goal for St Kilda. They're back. 3-point game. And that's the ultimate fantasy play. That's the best play you love to see. 14-point play. Who should I go? Philippo or Marshall or Gawn? We'll see, Andrew. We'll see what they all score. One of those could be solid. So Nasai to 107. TDK 98. So this team McRae. Where's McRae? So McRae 64. I just need him to get to an 80 and it would be an okay night. Boxall up to 38, as I said. If he can get 12 more points, Boxall can get a 50. I think that's fine, considering low game time. And I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm hoping he keeps his spot against West Coast next week, because that could actually be a score where he actually goes okay. Particularly if Saints win, I don't think they're going to make changes. And they've made a lot of changes, so maybe they keep him in there. He's in this. I'm assuming he's not going to be in the CBA. I'm assuming that's McRae, Steele, and Max Hall in the CBA. Interesting. And TDK up against Mac. Free again. Oh, for God's sake, TDK. How can you give a free kick to Mitch Owens in the ruck? Like, really, you should be dominating, though, that if he's in the ruck. Is Boxall on the bench again? I didn't see him there. And kick to Cooper Lord. No, Boxall's still on. Don't know where. I just couldn't see him there. That's all. So you got Webster's injured at the moment. Marshall in trouble if DeConing goes to St Kilda, says Sebastian. From what I think Kaltoumi said it in the week that Marshall could be going if TDK goes to St Kilda. Maybe Marshall doesn't want to stay because he wants to be the number one ruck. Don't know if I saw West Coast or something there, or if I saw someone else. Or if I saw Geelong maybe. Marshall at Geelong would be wicked, I reckon. I reckon he'd be really good at Geelong. Goal for Cooper Lord there. Could you go to Filippo? Still, do you feel like it's been a weird game mostly? He hasn't had any mid-time at all. So it would depend. So Marshall's now above TDK in points. What's Filippo on? He's probably 70. Yeah, 73. He's just over his break even. Low game time, no mid-time. Like, you could go to him. Like, if I can't get to anyone better next week, he'll be who I'll get. I'll just go like a Lindsay or someone like that to him. But I don't think you have to get Filippo in next week. Didn't know that, says Sebastian. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, he might. That's just what I heard. Kaltoumi said that there's a chance that he does go. The chance he stays, but he also might go. And this thing as well, this stupid warning for 666. Just give a free kick. Just give a free kick. I don't know why they need to do the warning for 666. The players know now. Just give a free kick away. It's just so pointless. Yeah, oh my God, Boxall's on the bench again. That might be him done for the game. And there's still 8.5 minutes to go. He might be done for the game. So Garcia was off for like 2 minutes. And they've brought him back on. This is just ridiculous. There's still 11 interchange left. So, but I cannot believe that Boxall is off again. Like, what is this shit? Like, this is worse than last week. That should be a free against Windhager. That was pretty demonstrative to the umpire then, asking for a free kick. They've clearly got rid of the dissent thing that they had for a while. Oh, Sharman! Good mark. Gives to Nasai. Oh, I had the handball to Nasai then. Still had the handball to Nasai. Nasai gets the handball. One more touch for Nasai and he gets his the 110. That'll be holding the ball. Yeah, holding the ball against Nasai. So, just when I thought maybe he might get the 110 and tick it over, he gets holding the ball. Still plenty of time, but holding the ball. O'Connell intercept mark. So Nasai's nowhere in this switch at all. Oh, geez, that's a dangerous kick. Wilkie mark. Where's Nasai? We need one more +6 for Nasai to get the 110. Is this him? No, Darcy Wilson. Where is Nasai at the moment? O'Connell again. Don't know where Nasai is. Nasai on the bench? Is he maybe gone for a rest? But I thought he already had his rest. Filippo's back on after like 2 minutes on the bench. So it's all well and good for everyone else to have a 2-minute stint, but apparently Boxall needs to have a 15-minute stint before he comes back on. Yeah, Nasai's on the bench at the moment, so like he'll come back on. Nasai, I'm pretty confident will come back on with 6.5 to go, but knowing our luck, Boxer won't come back on. It's the green bit of saying that he's been on the bench for a while is up. Here's McRae with a kick to Marshall. Sinclair handball into Max Hall. If Max Hall can kick this goal, they're right back in it. No, missed it. Oh, yeah, I don't think Boxall's come back on. I don't think he's coming back on. Still 6 minutes to go. There's still plenty of time. He's been on the bench for 5 minutes, but he'll be on the bench for the last bit. It's like they don't trust him. So if you don't trust him, don't play him. Like he's been good the 2 games he's played, but good mark for Marshall. So Marshall's now starting to skip away from TDK's score now. TDK's been pretty quiet this quarter. He started okay, but I don't know if they counted that mark for Marshall. No, Marshall's on 112 now. So he's now the top scoring player of the game. And TDK's on 99, so Nasai's back on. Yeah, Nasai, I knew Nasai would come back on. It's just Boxer won't come back on, which is the one that I want back on. Even though he's on my bench, but no, I'd love them to show a bit of faith in Boxer and bring him back on. But 5 minutes to go, they won't. I hope they kick a goal, St Kilda, so they can actually potentially make a change, but I don't think they will. And now it's on the opposite side to make... Oh, hang on. Maybe Carlton get a goal. No, they've turned it straight over to Jimmy Webster. So if Webster switches, I think Nasai's back on this side. No, Jack Steele. So Jack Steele's been better tonight in terms of getting some transitional ball. Nasai's... No, they're not going Nasai. Yeah, Boxall's not even waiting to come back on. I reckon they've told him that that's it for him today. Because you'd think if you'd been off for like 8-9 minutes, you'd be on the bench waiting to come back on. But can Chero go to Tom Green, have 6 on the Ren 12 bye, but only 3 on the Ren 16 bye? Yeah, that's definitely a play. There you go, Boxall, 7 minutes on the bench. Like, I just don't understand what's the point of playing him. Like, I didn't think he could get worse than last week. I thought 59% was like there, but it's worse than that. He's played like 50. It might not have even got to 50% game time the way that this has gone. There's Nasai. Did he get taken high? Don't think he did. Do I take whole score currently 66 or Phil Lindsay? I'd probably take the 66, Jordan, but don't put him on yet because you don't want to jinx it. You might score 0 points from here. I'd be happy to take the 66 though. Yeah, 3 minutes to go. And Carlton will just take a bit of time off the clock. So yeah, Boxall's definitely not coming on. I just don't understand why. I had that to me happen to me in the past where I only played 40% game time, being subbed off all the time, and it's a shit feeling. And I wonder how Boxall's. He wouldn't feel. He probably feels okay because he's playing, but he's going to have almost the same amount of game time as Lance Collard, who was a sub. And Carlton just chipping around, so we're not going to get any more points probably from any relevant players. Boxall 51% game time, says Corey. Yeah, there you go. It's just absolute bullshit. You're good on your Ross, mate. You clearly don't know how to play players. Like, seriously. Like, you're playing a player that's not even the sub 51% game time. There's just no point. I think TDK's just ticked over the 100 with that there. And Durden to ice the game. No, you missed it. So Webster's got Nasai short. It's gone to Garcia. So all of a sudden, Garcia's like probably the most trusted player in the team now. Like, they love him now. I know that they've always liked him, but he's like, they trust him more than half the players in their team now, which is just beyond me. But and Harry, and there you go. Nasai 109. So one more touch would be good. TDK's ticked over the 100 as well. Chris is either Green or Dunkley on round 16, the mids, in my opinion. Yeah, or Merritt. Merritt's another option, the mids. I think I jinxed Cooper Simpson's score, saw 42 at halftime, moved my team, ran ready to loop him on, ended on 59, it says exceptions. Yeah, mate, that's what... funny enough, I never change anything until after the game, because it does actually happen like that. You do it, and then for some reason it jinxes it, so... Sorry, exceptions. You probably did that to yourself, unfortunately. Yep, that's pretty much the game. Carlton are going to win. 15 points. Still on 58 likes. I don't think we're going to get the 100. If anyone out there hasn't liked it yet to get us to 100, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, I think we might be done on the streak for 100 plus, which is unfortunate. We were going well, but yeah. If you haven't smashed a like, then make sure you do. We're 42 away still. Who is best captain option here? Rosie, Green, Cherry, or Smith? I still think if Nasai gets over 110, Corey, I'd almost take that. I'd almost bank it. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring round. There's a lot of harder matchups. Don't think it's going to be many ceiling scores, so I would probably just take the score. And that might go out of bound. That probably is insufficient intent. Didn't disguise it a great deal, and it didn't get paid. Sit down, mate. Seriously, nearly bloody touched bloody Harry Mackay than that St Kilda supporter. Relax, mate. Handball for Marshall. McRae kick. McRae's got going a little bit, but still probably not a good score. And Holland's intercept mark. That could almost be the game. Probably chip it around now. Just go long to TDK. No, don't chip back. There's literally not one relevant player in defence that we want at all. So this will be the game now. This will just be Carlton chipping around. What? See, has anyone noticed, anytime our relevant fantasy players are in a team, they never chip round the back. It's always the irrelevant players and irrelevant teams that chip it round. It's never like any of the teams that we've got players in that just want to chip round the back. Zorko was the only one. So St Kilda, we've got the free. Marshall handball. There's Hill. Give it to Sinclair. Yep. Oh, no, that's the siren. I didn't realise that the siren was. I think you had 10 seconds. But there you go. Oh, another probably frustrating game, but still a couple of hundreds there at least. Let's go to the scores. Game's done. So Nasai didn't get his 110 in the end. Marshall top scoring with a 116. Mackay 112. Jack Steele 109. Nasai 108, Cripps 108, DeConey 104. So some relevant players there, at least with tons. Sinclair 95 in the end. It's going to drop in price. Walsh 84, just another typical Walsh performance again. Hewitt an 80. Binns had a pretty quiet second half, 76. McRae got 75, not awful. Filippo 73. He won't move much in price, so you don't have to trade him in next week there. Chera 72. you could look at maybe trading him now, maybe. Hull got a 70, so I'd bank that score if you had him as an emergency. Garcia 64. That's a touch and go one, whether you take it or not. Hopefully Harmy takes it over Lawler. That'd be good. Just bank in the 64. Hill 59. Boxall 38. 49% game time. I said it. I said earlier he'll be under 50. 49% game time. What did Collard played 13? So yeah, the subs didn't play much. So let's have a look. I want to see the Tog. I reckon he's the third lowest behind the. Yeah, there you go. Actually, there was a few. So Cooper Lord obviously was the sub for Carlton. He was a sub for Carlton. Came on at quarter time and still played almost the same game time as Boxall. Cowan 33%, McGovern 14%, Collard 13%. So a couple of them with injuries, and Higgins obviously there, but Boxall 49% game time. That is despicable. That is just, and then you've got like all these players playing high 80s, like, and Nasai was I think low tonight. Yeah, 76. Like, surely there's other players there that need an extra rest or two. Like, I knew I was going to be trading into him knowing his game time was going to be low, but yeah. And they lost. They played all right. So whether they make changes or not, I don't know. But seriously, just unbelievable. Up to 60 likes as well. We're still 40 away. I don't think we're going to get 100. But if anyone out there can help us keep our 100+ like streak going, that'd be fantastic. If you can help us reach that. Except, yeah, mate, I'll cop that one. Fantasy gods were frowning at me. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, Corey. Yeah. Yeah, 108's tricky, right? It's probably you wanted that extra touch or two to get that 110, 112. I would be tempted to take that this week, Corey. 108 this week, knowing that there's not a huge amount of captain options. If I had to choose between those guys you said before, Corey, I'd go the big X out of those, or Green. Green's actually slightly higher on the captains. Cherry or X, all of them probably safer options, right? I'd go for one of those, but yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah. Another frustrating night. And I know that I'm frustrated with 2 tons sitting here, and Boxall's not even on my field, right? But 38, like 45 points he outscored his break even by. He might go up 30k. He'll be just over 300, I reckon. And if he gets dropped, then there's another, just a dead rook. Not much. I might as well not have traded this round. I really shouldn't have. I should have just kept Law, because Law's probably he might probably go 90 now. So yeah, not a great night, not a great week for trading, unfortunately. Bloody Ross and his bloody interchanging and subbing and everything. He just really has got no idea. Like, he bloody subs off Garcia midway through the second to send a message. He then doesn't use Travalia as a sub last week, and then he plays Boxall for 49% game time. You're not going to score well from doing that. Like, if he played a normal allotment of game time, he actually probably would have got to a 60 or a 70. But because of the shit game time, just not there. So good game for TDK. 21 touches, 36 hit-outs. Just the tackles were down. Not a huge amount of marks, but 104 is fine. He doesn't go down much at all. Marshall did have a good game, though. High game time. So maybe we're starting to see Marshall get back to some good form. So that'll be something I'll keep an eye on. That might be a trade I'll make soon. But yeah, just the Boxall. The Boxall low game time is just despicable. Just absolutely crap, but yeah. Alrighty, well, still 64 likes, so yeah, I think we're probably not going to get there. I'm probably going to concede defeat here. So this will be the first watch song in a while. We haven't had 100 likes. which is disappointing, but oh well, that's okay. Didn't quite hit the goal, but hopefully next watch-along we can hit the goal of 100, unless there's a heap of legends now that haven't liked it yet. If anyone's got any last-minute questions, feel free to send them through. I might be live for a couple of minutes, but yeah, well, I'll probably head off shortly. I'm starving, so I want some food. Castle Richards, cannot wait to get rid of Guesty this week. You got 64. It's not awful. Better than, but just say it's better than Boxall. So yeah, 38. I hate being a Saints fan, says Rad. Mate, you need to tell your bloody coach to stop these stupid subs and not playing players for a decent amount of game time. Like, how are you going to impact a game with only 49% game time? You're not going to. And knowing our luck, he'll be dropped next week. I hope he's not, because I don't think he was bad by any stretch. But they'll probably say he's dropped now. And we've now got a dead rook at 300k in our mids. So, what do you need for Lindsay to score to take trainer over trainer? Probably 60 plus for me, Corey. I'd probably take 60. Would you play Lawler or Lindsay on field? I'm backing in Lindsay with the higher consistent ceiling, but both could go all right this week. If you can loop Angus, that'd be good. But yeah, we'll take that score from Sinclair, says Chris. Yeah, you do. Yeah, 95 solid. You take that score. Who'd you have, Bales? So I had Nasiah for 108, which is good. DeConey 104 was good. McRae for a 75. And then Boxall on the bench for a 38. Do I take 64 over Lindsay, says Rad? Yeah, you probably do. I probably would take it. It's probably just enough that you probably take. Because, like, okay, Lindsay could go an 80, but you gain 6 points. But if he gets a 30 again, you're losing points. So I'd probably take it. But that one's probably up to you. It's probably right in that zone. No, Boxall was good, says Rad. Do you reckon? I thought he was all right. I hope he doesn't lose his spot, but he could easily be sub. But then again, to be fair, Ross is probably thinking, well, he is essentially a sub for our mids anyway. We'll just make someone else sub and almost have 2 subs. That's pretty much what he's looking at it. Who can you bring onto field for Davo under 600k? Oh, Huswaite's probably the one. But I don't love trading in a Huswaite because he could be out in a couple of weeks. But he's probably your best option. Can't loot, says Angus. Okay, I back Lindsay in for a high ceiling. I know Lawler's got a 95 this year as well, but yeah, I'd back in Lindsay. Hawthorn are a good matchup for wingers. Cherry or Sheasel captain, says Sultan. I'd back in Shees. He's my number 3 this week. We're up to 67. So we're 33 away. Can we get to 100? If you haven't smashed a like on the video, make sure you do. We want to continue our 100 plus like streak. If you've got a second account, third account, make sure you smash a like on the video. And yeah, see if we can get 100 and keep that streak going. Do I take 64 over Sam Wicks, says Castle Richards or Cleary? I would take the 64 over those two, yes. Like, you might gain some points, but the points are there. I think you just bank the points, I think. That's what I'd be doing. Which one should I go? Filippo, Marshall, or Gawn? You probably wait on Filippo. Marshall probably could be a good option next week. Couple of decent scores. Gawn's too expensive, Andrew, for me. Rad, Sheasel or Smith for C? I'd be going to Shees. Shees at number 3, and I don't have Smith ranked just with the tough matchup. Yeah, as I said, if you guys haven't smashed a like, we're on 68 now. We're creeping towards 70. Can we get to 100 still? I wonder. Can we keep the streak alive? Actually, I want to check I'll check my rank. We're up to 72. So we're 28 away. Can we get 100? If we get 100, you guys are absolute legends. You always are anyway, but it would just be another thing ticked in the box of you guys being legends. RBL Mowbray, I think they're just taking care of Boxall. He made a massive impact first half against Fred before getting rested second half. Oh, he still had bad game time though, RBL. He's just had bad game time both games. Sultan, yeah, I agree. I switched VC off Andy Brayshaw to Nick Dacos after the video. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I traded in Nick Dacos and put in VC. If I didn't trade in Nick Dacos, I would have had my captain already locked in, and I'd have a better premium probably coming. So, yeah, good TDK hold for me, says Ben Hayes. What's up, Bales? Good day, Ben. Hope you're going well, mate. Let's have a look. So yeah, rank, I'm at 5-3-4-3. I've got 108 from Nasai, 67 from Dacos, 119 from Brayshaw, 67 from Long, 104 from TDK, 75 from McRae. So I've had, the 6 play for a 540. At least I got the tons from TDK, who some people traded out, which is good. Obviously, we've got to see what Gawn does. And good for Nasai for another ton. So Nasai reckons tonned up in every game bar 2. Yeah, 91 against Port, 86 against Bulldogs. So he's just been so consistent. And he probably would have done better if it wasn't for those couple of little niggles he had during the game. And yeah, match up in the Content Creators Cup against Harmy. I'm 140 up. He had a 72 from Chera, Ida, 108 from Nasai, 104 from TDK. So good start in my matchup at least, because I need to win. I'm 17th. I'm 2-6. I'm 1 game away from 14th, 2 games away from 9th, and 3 games away from 4th. So not that far away if I can get on a run. Plenty of the season to go, but I need to start getting some of these scores going. I want to see how Lemon's going. So Lemon had a 108 from Sinclair. Sorry, 108 from Nasai, 95 from Sinclair, 67 from Dacos, 119 from Brayshaw, 70 from Josh Dacos, 72 from Chera, 67 from Long, 104 from TDK, and 75 from McRae. So a few lower scores there, unfortunately, for Lemon. Who's going the best? I want to see quickly who's going the best in the Content Creators Cup. Keep smashing lights, guys. We're 27 away from 100. If you can do that. Oh, we've got a few bit of chat here. Could Dawson go big against Port, says Chris. He could. He's gone 2 1-3s in his last 3. I just don't like captaining players from that game. But if Dawson goes 130, I'm not going to complain. I've got him in my team. So take the whole 70 emergency loot for Cleary. Yes, Ben, I would. I'd take the 70. McRae C. Cheers, says Chad. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate, mate. Yeah, he's didn't go too great tonight. I know a few people took the risk with McRae as the captain. Ben Hayes can do Pryor and Trainer to Hayes and Whitfield. My mate went early on Steele. Well, good trade from Jack Steele. I still tick them off, Ben. As I said to you in the Ball Boys live chat, I just don't like paying up for Whit. He's just so expensive. Sultan, it's okay. Shees will get 130. I hope so, Sultan. I really do. Does Cherry go this week, says Rad. Yeah, he could go because he's not making much cash and he's got the round 12 bye. So you might be able to trade. What's his run coming up, though, before? So he's got Sydney G West. Oh, that's red. Yeah, I'd be happy to trade him. I'd be happy to trade. Thank F. Bales. Chair is starting to stink after starting Hollands over him. Yeah, I know, but he still made a heap of cash and put some really good scores up early. So that's what sucks about not having him. Thoughts on going Chera to Filippo and Long to Sinclair next week? Yeah, Callum, yep. That's yeah, you can definitely do that. 74 likes, 26 away. Can we get to 100? 26 away. Probably going to be a struggle. We only got 40 odd watching, and most of you have probably liked it already. But if you haven't liked it, smash a like. Slipping Jimmy, I think I'm going to go Chera this week. Done his job. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't get any primo. I think Shees goes well, to be honest. Trying to weigh out Dunkley, Merritt, Whitfield. Ben, I'd probably go Dunkley out of those guys. He's the cheapest out of them. Presents a little bit of value, and he's got around 16. But I know Whitfield does as well. I would go Tom Green out of all these options. I would have gone Tom Green if I didn't go Dacos. Unfortunately, I went Dacos, and I'm sitting here with a bad score. But I'd go Tom Green for the good run coming up and round 16 bye. Worst case, you flip him at round 16 to a primo, but I'd go Tom Green. I'm looking at Marshall and Gawn next week, says Andrew. Yeah, Marshall could be an option. Chris, Gawn or Shees for captain. Shees for me, Chris. I got Shees at 3, Gawn at 4. Rad, maybe Chera and Daniels to Filippo and Tom Green. Yep, you could do that. Yep, for sure. Jim 910 had VC on Marshall for the past 5 weeks, waiting for a decent score and finally got it. Yeah, beautiful, mate. You 116. I think you locked that in this week. Low scoring week. Up to 79 now. 21 likes away from 100. I would say I'm going to be live till we get 100, but I'm very, very hungry. So if you haven't liked it yet, please do so I can go get some food. Just having a look at the other content creators. Who's having a good week so far? Well, there you go. Jaiden obviously had the VC on Brayshaw, so very good for him to lock that score away. Who's having a good week? John Holmey's having a good week. The 20th coach. He had Jordan Clark for 134, Dacos 67, Sarong 91, Marshall captain for a 116, and McRae 75. That's pretty good. Definitely happy with that. I think Sanch had a couple of lower scores, if I'm not mistaken. We're up to 80 likes, 20 away. We're only 20 away. Now, Sanch has gone okay. McRae and Cher are lower scores, but Brayshaw VC. I wonder if he's going to take that. I would be taking that if I was him, but still got the captaincy on Gorn. Let's have a look in Mitch and Hef. Mitch has started okay. Just McRae and that as the lower scores. Who else? Let's have a look. What about Jepper and Nathan? How have they started? A couple of lower scores there as well for like Chera and Dacos and Ned Long and that from most people at the moment, from what I'm seeing. Looks like a lot of people scoring pretty low to start the round. Like I've started okay, but obviously Dacos hurt. Oh, Dacos hurts. Everyone's having a lower round so far, and if I'd just gone someone different, I might have been able to make pretty good ground. Some lower scores there from Fry and Jake. So 81 likes, we're 19 away from 100 likes. Make sure you guys smash like on the video. Yeah, some lower scores still here. So yeah, no one's really setting the world alight at the moment, from what I've seen. A lot of people. So yeah, there you go. DC did do the Marshall in this week. Yeah, a lot of these 70s and then 60s and 80s rolling through here. Looking at everyone's scores, like yeah, it's not really anyone's going massive to start the round at the moment. A lot of people have got a lot of these 80s. Up to 81, we're 19 away. Yeah, just don't see green ceiling, but if he hits form, that would be good. And the thing is, you don't need to hit ceiling. If he averages 105 you get him for a little bit of value, and at least you'll know then he's not a top 8 and you can trade him. But if he goes on a 110, 115 run for the next few weeks, he's got a good run for the next 4 weeks. I'd go Tom Green, Ben. But then again, if you go Tom Green, you'll probably blame me if he goes bad. So back your gut in. If your gut's saying Whitfield, go with that. But why is everyone so hot in Phillippi? I don't get it, says Sultan. Because he's so cheap. Because we expect him to go back into the mids when he gets some fitness back, and he's under 700k. And when we're struggling for upgrades, he's probably an easy switch from a fattened rookie. I just like security of wit. I know it's a lot of money. Yeah, Ben, if your gut's saying, then go him. I'm off to dinner. See you, mate, says Andrew. Thanks, Andrew, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Slipping Jimmy. Marshall would be good. Has West Coast next, but then Wits and Gorn, then the bye. That's the only thing I don't like. He's got one good matchup, then 2 tough ones. So I'm probably not going to make the Marshall switch at the moment. But he's value for sure. Ben Hayes, also interesting with the Freo shitty play style. Jordan Carlton, Luke Ryan back to +6 heaven. Yeah, we'll see if that's a trend for sure. Is long a trade now, says Jim. No, not just yet. We're up to 82 as well, by the way. 18 away. Not just yet. I think give him another week. No, like Dacos hit 67 yesterday, right? So give him another one. Never underestimate Freo at home, says Sultan. Yes, yep, agreed. Good long winch, says Ben. No, it's not good, unfortunately, Ben. It's bad. Matt Scorn or Sheasel was captain, says Mitchell Gray. Sheasel for me. I got him at number 3, Gorn number 4. I did a captain video, so if you want to check that out, Mitch as well. Going through my top 10, but I've got Sheasel at 3 and Gorn at 4. I just worry slightly, like Sam Mitchell's a good coach. I know Drew Jones flagged this with his chat warning today, which I love listening out on the Friday, saying that they reckon they'll put a bit of time into Gorn just because he's such a good coach. Who's going to win the game for Melbourne? It's going to be Gorn. So Hawthorn will plan around that after how well Gorn played. So I'm backing Shees in. Jim 910 went Holder Warner instead of TDK to Cherry. Hopefully it pays off. Yeah, hopefully it does, mate. I hope it does. You got the 100 from TDK, so if Cherry goes a 120, 130, but Warner goes 100, you gain the 30 points on the whole. So, and I'd rather probably get rid of the rookie. So make sure you guys keep smashing like. I will be heading off very, very soon. I've just answered those last few questions. So if you haven't liked it, we're on 83, make that now, sorry. Someone just liked it. Appreciate that. So if you haven't liked it, please like. That'd be fantastic. Ben Hayes, yeah, mate, the free defenders could be value over a wit, so probably better to use cash. What, are you saying go green and then go cheaper one next week? You're going Whitfield, then going a cheap defender next week, Ben. Your boy Zenith, I now regretting fielding Boxall. Should have listened to you. Oh, there you go. I got one thing right, mate. I haven't been getting too many of those lately. But, yeah, unfortunate with Boxall there. Just doesn't get the game time to get enough points. Callum Fife was Brayshaw in your captains. I went him VC. Yes, Callum, he was number 7. I had him number 7. So, for those people that didn't own Dacos, he was the pick from last night. We're up to 85 likes. We're only 15 away. There's 15 legends out there that haven't smashed like on the video to help us out. That'd be greatly appreciated. And if you've got second account, Authenticate, want to smash it, the like, that'd be fantastic. We're only 15 away. Be good to keep the streak of 100 plus likes on Watchalongs going. We're up to 86 now as well, so we're 14 away. But yeah, Carlin, was. So congrats if you had him VC. You'd be very happy. Ben, like a cheaper mid this week and then Fred defender next one. That's what I would do, Ben. I would get Tom Green this week, then maybe get a Fred defender next week potentially. Or you've got more cash to play with. So that's what I would do. But I don't want to say Green and then Whitfield goes 130 and Green goes 90 and whatever. But take solace in this, right? Guesty went Tom Green and he says that I'm having such a bad year that he reckons anything I don't do works. I was going to get Tom Green. I didn't do it. I got Dacos. Knowing my luck and your luck, he's probably going to go massive. So maybe jump on that train and benefit in my pain. That would be what I'd say. Thoughts on fielding Hayes, says Jim 910. I'd loop if you got a Buslinger or someone. We're up to 88 likes, by the way. We're only 12 away, so we're closing in. I didn't think we were going to get there, but there is a bit of hope. I don't know if I'd field him straight up against Sydney. Depends who's your other option, Jim. Who's your other option? Chris, Bice, Reed, Levi, only rooks on field. Are we holding guys like this or with lack of rookies coming through? I think with guys like that, they're making cash still. Like Reed and Levi got cash to still make. Bice slowed down, but if he goes big, which he could tomorrow, I would look at him as a hold for the time being to his buy. So it depends. Mitch Finn, Warner or Callahan Bales? Warner for me. He's a forward. Better run. I just don't like. Callahan could drop a 60 this week, and then you brought him in. And Warner could as well, right? But I'd go Warner out of the two. So yeah, we're on 88. We're only 12 away from 100. I'll be heading off very, very shortly. Luke Ryan averages 105 in the last 3 and has a bye. Says Hunter Thornton. Yeah, he's an option to look at for sure. Yep. Rad, what Bice score would you take over Trainer? 70. Oh, no, I'd probably still look at 60 plus with that, but I think he could actually go 100 tomorrow. Bicey loves Marvel. Someone just unliked the video, so don't know what that legend did there, but they're probably not a legend anymore for doing that. So now we need 13 likes, so now I'm starting to think we might not get there again. But if you haven't liked it, make sure you do. We've got 13 likes to get to 100, so if we can hit that, that'd be very much appreciated. Holmes may be good, says Ben. Yeah, Holmes is someone I'm targeting not next week, the week after when he's past the Giants and Port matchups. He goes Dogs, West Coast, and then like a good run. He's got the round 16 bye, perfect for you have him there and you can trade him out at round 16 if you want. So he's someone I'm looking at targeting. Went 116 versus Giants last year, says Ben. Are you talking about Holmes? Yeah, he could do that again. Yep. Dawson or Tom Green, says Cooper Young. Pains me to say it, but I'll probably go Tom Green for the value. Dawson's run till the bye is not very good. So I'd probably go Tom Green. But hey, Dawson's more locked as a top 8 mid than what Tom Green is. So if that's what you're looking for, Dawson. But I like the value of Tom Green. We're up to 92 likes. We're only 8 away. Can we get there? Can we get there? I feel like a cricketer that's just hit myself into the 90s. Can we get to 100? That would be awesome if we can get there. If you haven't liked it, smash like on the video. We're only 8 away. Sony Primo's stinking. I'd rather hold rooks and trade Primos. Sony Primo's stinking. I'd rather hold rooks. Yeah, no, it's not a bad point actually, Andrew. Depending on what rookies they are as well. For the people who have Levi, are you scared he'll be sub Loman back? Loman could be sub. I don't think that Levi's going to be sub. But if he is, obviously that creates a lot more drama. People probably don't have any pivot options. I've got Foss, who that I don't really expect much from him, but we'll see. I don't think Levi will be sub. But if he is a sub, he's a trade next week for sure. Don't have another option. Price I had to pay to get Warner, says Jim 910. What was that? What was that for again? Thoughts on fielding Hayes. Price I had to pay to get Warner. Oh, if you got a field Hayes, then I guess it's okay. He's taken some marks in the VFL, so hopefully he goes okay. Up to 93 as well. We're seven away. We've got to hit a 6 and get a single to raise the bat to get the century. Captain Baz, because Bedford injured, says Cooper Young. He's not a bad option. I didn't have him in my top 10, just because Giants are restrictive as they are. But I think there are other options this week, personally. But I don't mind it. He's only gone once under 100, right? So he's probably a good bet to go well again. LM, would you take a 70 from Max Hall or play Caden Cleary versus Bombers? I'd take the 70. Bank the 70 in. If he goes more than 70, well, I just think banking the points is better. Vince Cubes, would you consider Jack Steele for Chera? Yeah, I would, Vince. Yep, he's an option for sure. He's an option you can consider. Trainer's going to go 50, I reckon. Tomorrow, Bice will go 90 plus. I hope Bice goes 90 plus, but I hope Trainer goes more than that. Trainer's gone over 70, bar that game he was sub. And he's at the G. I think he'll go well tomorrow. On Sunday, sorry. Hunter Thornton, get to 200 likes. Don't think we'll get to 200. We need a lot more people tuning in now to get to 200. I don't think there are 106 people that will tune in to get there. We're on 94, so we've just hit a single. Can we hit a 6 to get 100? If you guys haven't smashed a like, please do, so we can get to the magical 100 mark and keep the streak alive. Ben Hayes, my gut says Zach Butters 120 plus tomorrow night. No one's talking about him. Yeah, he could against the Crows, yep, for sure, but I don't love the showdowns in terms of big scores. We just hit another single, up to 95. He could. He's got around to a buy, though, so is he fit in your buy structure? He's probably not a huge amount of value. You taking a Garcia 64 over Cleary, says Nate. I probably would as well, but that depends how you're feeling, I reckon. All right, legends, take Hall 70 and bench one of Lindsay Trainer or Levi Ashcroft, says Conrad. I'd take the 70 and I'd bench. I wouldn't bench Levi. So Lindsay or Trainer. Oh, that's a hard one. They've probably got just as high ceilings as each other. Are you looping? Wait, hang on. Conrad, are you looping Max Hall in your midfield or your forward? That would probably make my decision. Just let me know. Are you looping Hall in your forward line or your midfield? Vince Cubes, when should we bring in Jack Steele, and is it worth downgrading? Who's Andrews to Filippo? Who's Andrews? I'm not, unless I'm having a mental blank. Who's that? I don't know. Filippo's an option, yeah, and Jack Steele's an option. I'm just not sure he's seeing trading out. So glad TDK went decent as a non-Gorn owner, says Andrew. Yes, I am as well. So still on 95 likes. Just need 5 more. Any legends out there that haven't done it yet? Butters 122 last showdown. And again, he could go well. I just don't love showdowns for ceiling scores, even though I've had a couple recently. Sanders, I mean. Okay. Downgrading Sanders to Filippo. Yeah, it's an option. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Whitfield a captain option this week, says R. Harms. Yes, he is. Yep. I've got him at number 5, so I don't mind him as an option this week. I mean, Sanders, it was a typo. Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, yep, all good. For sure. We're on 98 likes. Oh, my God, we're 2 away. I didn't think we'd get here in the end, but you legends have just slowly kept smashing the likes, even though I've been pretty much, that's all I've been saying for the last half an hour. But yeah, we've got 2 away. Please, 2 more. 2 more, please. Forward, but have DPP. That's why they're all options. Can you, Conrad, can you loop Lindsay or Trainer? Can you loop either of those guys on the bench to then see and maybe do 2 guys as red dots? Brad Smith, gee, that was a hard watch, Bales. If you trade to Koning, you wouldn't be that happy. 104 is not bad if you traded. If you went to Marsh, you'd be happy. You got 12 points more. Depends who you went to. If you went up to Gorn, 199. We are 1 like away, people. We are 1 like from keeping the streak alive. They're talking about Nasiah. Don't know what they were saying about Nasiah there. There we go. We've got the 100. Thank you very much, legends. Appreciate every one of you that smash a like on the video. Very much appreciated. I can now relax for tonight, which is good. Butters 143, Dawson 132, last showdown, says Chris. Yeah, so that was some of the sitting scores that hadn't done. Like, there are a lot of showdowns where a lot of low scores. I just don't love showdowns. That's just personally me. Only if the bus is out, I've got a defender loop for trainer. Okay. Oh no, but trainer plays after bus Conrad. Out of Lindsay and trainer, I think trainer has got the higher floor. He hasn't gone below 70 apart from the game where he's sub since round 3. Lindsay's been up and down. That was Lindsay's first bad game. I think Lindsay's got the ceiling. So I would. It's so tough. I'd back trainer in. I'd go trainer. He's got a better matchup. I'll just go for there. But it's Conrad. It's a tough one. I've got both on field, so I'm hoping both go well. So I'd back in trainer. But maybe the safer play is just in case trainer's a sub. Maybe you go Lindsay if he's not sub, which I don't expect him to be. Maybe you go Lindsay to be safe. Conrad. Maybe you do that. Don't know why my right ear muffles sounds like waves. I don't know why, it's weird. Maybe that's telling me it's time to end the stream. Big up Bale, says LM. Thanks, mate. Exceptions. Do I take Simpson's 59 or just play Lindsay and Ashcroft? I don't know if Ashcroft's subbed or not. It's versus North and he's named on the bench. I wouldn't take 59, I don't think. But you could, but I think Lindsay and Ashcroft go better than that. I'm not as worried about Levi, but if you're worried, you could just be safe. But I would just play Levi and Lindsay personally. Big up, Bales. Thanks, LM, mate. Appreciate that. Only if the bus is out, I've got to defend. Okay, yeah, hang on. Chera's out next week, just not going enough, hey, says Brad. Yeah, that could be an option for sure. Zach Lucas, bit late to the stream, Bales, but who were your VC and C for the weekend? So I went VC on Dacos on debut, unfortunately, and got Sheasel captain. So hopefully Sheasel can just smash out a big score. That's Nakos saying his 67 was not fun, Bales, not good. No, mate, not at all. Harms beauty. If Whitfield fails, I'll let you know about it, says Harms. Oh, hopefully he doesn't, mate. Hopefully he doesn't. Vince Cubes, is it time for Tom Power to come back and Caleb Daniel to go? Caleb Daniel can go, but not getting Tom Power back. No, not for me. Andrew Griffiths, trainer won't be sub. I don't get why people think he will be short, needs to be dropped, says Andrew. Yeah, well, McAuliffe and Sims are on the bench. I think they're going to be the sub over trainer anyway, so I think trainer's fine. Andrew Griffiths, no, literally just said that. DM, to be fair, Bales, you were really lucky that Boxall didn't go monstrous last week due to low game time, so can't be too annoyed that he went low game time again this week. Oh, yeah, agreed, yeah, but still, 49% game time is just not what should be. They shouldn't be doing stuff like that at AFL level. It's as simple as if they can't play 60, 65% game time or don't, they shouldn't be in the team. So, yeah, it's just, yeah. I'm hoping he still stays in the team, makes some cash, but yeah, I probably should have gone Lewis Hayes this week. Conrad, I didn't expect to be in this position. I have all 3 on field as well, but then this was an option. Love asking questions that make all you content creators think, says Conrad. All good, mate, all good. Exceptions. How do you think the Cats are going to stop Whitfield, or do you think they keep the tag in the mids with Green and Callaghan? Probably Callaghan. Mark O'Connor, I think, would go to him there. Do they play like a Close or a Mullen on Whitfield? That's my only flag, but I haven't done stuff like that in the past. That's my only thing. So, yeah, not sure. But we're up to 103 lights as well, and I'm starving, so I'm going to probably head off. The Poo did enough to be a possible option moving on, says Brad. He did, but didn't play any midfield time. Got West Coast, so it's a good matchup. I don't think he's a must-get next week, but if he's the best you can get to, I still think you could look at going him there. I just want to see, is there any post-game adjustments? Doesn't look like there is. Yeah, no post-game adjustments, doesn't look like, unfortunately. But yeah, some good scores there regardless. But anyway, that'll do me for the watch-along tonight, I think. But yeah, I appreciate you legends for smashing the likes up. We got to 100, which is very, very much appreciated. Thank you all for that. Very much appreciate it. I won't be back tomorrow night for a watch-along with the showdown on. But I'm going to see next week. Are we going to be back for more than the one watch along? Because I'd like to be back for more than one watch along. Just depends how we go, what we've got. So I'll just check on the app on my phone. Was there any late adjustments? So it doesn't look like it. So next week, so Thursday, we got Gold Coast and Hawthorn. I'll probably do one for that one, even though I don't actually think I've got anyone in that game. Yeah, got no one in that game, so we'll still do one anyway, probably. But at this stage, we should do one then. Sydney Carlton on the Friday, we'll probably do one for that as well. And then Crows play during the day. So we got the Dogs and Essendon that night, which I won't have anyone in that game either. So I've got no one in Saturday night or Friday night. We'll hope to do more next week. So we'll see how we go. But at this stage, we'll have a couple of watch-alongs at least next week, which will be good. So go Dawson, smash the power, says Brad. I hope so, mate. Chera went up 25 points. Oh, yeah, I'm glad he didn't because I'm up against him in a few of my matchups. But yeah. Anyway, appreciate you, legends. You got us 100 likes. Very much appreciate it. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in as always. If you guys have got any other questions, head over to Patreon, patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. If you want a team review, I'll be doing a few of those tonight. So feel free to go there and join in on the fun. Exclusive Q&As every week. Heap of bonus content in there if you guys want to go over that and help support. I'm trying to make this a full-time gig. That'd be fantastic to do more content for you guys. So would appreciate if you want to do it, become Patreon and get in all the fun over there. So, but yeah, we're back on Sunday night for our round review at 7:30 Eastern, 5:30 Perth time, reviewing the round. And looking forward to that. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Chris. Thanks Brad. Appreciate the kind words there. Hopefully we can go big and get back in the top 1K. Hopefully Harms, you can do that, mate. Hopefully that'd be good for you. But thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next one. Thanks everyone. See ya.